Welcome back, Lelanders, to a new episode of Entropia content. I don't know why I always introduce the show like that. Alright, so yeah, who is it? Dan Davis. He's been logging into my streams, asking me to make some more Entropia content. So big shout out to him. And oh yeah, we also had like 200 views on my last episode. I was like, holy fucking shit. That's like epic. Especially for me streaming Entropia. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I doubt we'll be able to cover as much content as we did last week, but this week, hey, George Washington, how's it going? This week, we're going to be covering the new game controls in Entropia and probably doing some boring space flights. No, not to announce that it's going to be a boring episode. Let's try to get some action in before we do. Let's see what free stuff we can find. Where should we go first? Let's go to the noobs area. No, today's my last sobriety edition. I think tomorrow is the last day full for sobriety, but I got so much shit to do. I doubt I'll be doing any streaming. Maybe doing some Clone Evolution episodes. I'm going to try to alternate more between Clone Evolution and Entropia. Because I know the Entropia community, it seems like they've been dying for some more episodes, so hey, let's make some. Yeah, so how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good night. I might have to work in the morning tomorrow, but at least I get to sleep in a little. I think I have to wake up at 7 a.m. So it's not my usual 4 a.m. wake up time, so it's not so bad for playing a bit of games before I go to bed. Now what happened is I was talking last episode about the new game engine. And yeah, oh yeah, that's what I forgot. I was supposed to share this episode. What I'm going to do is share this episode in the Discord community. If anyone hasn't joined it before, it's called the Entropia Universe Discord. So that's pretty sick. Alright, so let's try. We discuss the new Entropia controls. So if anyone hasn't known, Entropia had like the best controls in any video game ever. But it made it a little bit prone to hackers. So what they did is they changed the controls, but a lot of people were pissed because like, fuck man, the old controls were awesome. We'll put it in the next engine. I don't know, did I spell engine correct? Hope so. My spelling is horrible, if anyone's read my shit before. There we go. Yeah, so what happened was, oh, I think I seen someone just run past to collect the oil. You bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, hopefully she enjoys the oil. Cheers to her. We'll head off to the ice area and see if we can find any oil there. And if it sucks balls, not in a good way, then we'll head out and we'll fly in space. Now, if anyone's thinking of getting into Entropia, it's kind of a strange time to start playing the game. Just because like the old engine is just wrapping up and they're starting to develop the new engine for the same company that makes Fortnite. So yeah, it's going to be a wild new game engine. We'll see how well it actually translates over. They have switched engines before in the past and they did it pretty good, so. And it's Sweden working on it. I know I make fun of Sweden a lot, but some things they do really well. So when it comes to game making, it seems like Sweden's like top notch. What else does Sweden do really good? Their approach to the whole lockdowns and everything, that was pretty good. But I have to say I agree with the World Health Organization. Everything they say, they are God. They are never wrong. Now I've also been experimenting with my soundboard. Where is it? So now I actually have a little thing here that fills me in what each button does. So now when I want to talk like demons, I can actually know how to talk like a demon.
You evil bastards! How dare you steal the oil?
Now what happens is the soundboard, it's got colors for everything. So I'm like, fuck man, I don't know what each color is. So I had to write it on a piece of paper so I could remember. I knew what the baby voice one was because I used it so many times, but other than that, I was like, I had no idea. Alright, I don't see a lot of oil here. Looks like some noobs have been picking oil, beat me to it. No, it's going pretty good for work-wise. The snow shoveling shifts I have to do are still only around 5 hours, which is not too bad. Compared to the old days where I used to do 14-hour shifts, like 14 days in a row. That used to get pretty intense. So yeah, it's been cold as hell, or freezing as hell, or cold as a witch's tit. But yeah, the snow hasn't been too bad so far this year. Just a lot of like 2 centimeter storms, or 2 inch, whatever you want to call it. We haven't had any big dumps yet of like half a foot or anything, or 2 feet of snow. To be honest, I actually kind of like the 2 feet of snow days. I was thinking maybe next time we get one, I'm gonna wear one of my action cameras and show like a stop-go animation video or fast time-lapse video of what it's like to shovel like 30 properties, 2 feet snow each. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some decent views on YouTube for that. I know like people in Canada won't find much to it, but people that live in like warmer climates, they'll be like, holy fuck, that's a lot of snow you shovel. No, and I don't actually shovel much of it. Most of it is just snow blowers. There's actually an older guy that I work with. I think he's retired. I don't even know. And yeah, he does most of the hand shoveling. He just does the doorways and in front of garages and in between cars. And then I do all the wide open stretches like sidewalks, driveways, and that sort of shit. I don't know. Snow shoveling can be brutal, but I don't know. Usually only the slush and the ice days. Those are the ones you wish you were dead. Joy. Now I did try the denoise button today, so if it's too quiet, let me know. I'll scream. No, I'm just kidding. I was thinking, because you can always hear my computer's fan. I'm like, fuck, man, might as well try the denoise button. Oh yeah, and I got some good news. One of the guests that I got scheduled for the Electric Universe, he got back to me, and he says he's going through like a little bit of stress in his life right now, but he's still thinking about coming on the show in like a week or two. So that'll be sweet. I know, like I used to be a huge researcher into the Electric Universe. I haven't really touched the research in like 20 years. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what updates they got. I want to try to correlate it with some of my research into gravity wells, so it'll be quite the fascinating episode for me. I don't know if anyone else will like it, but we'll see. Now, sometimes I think I research the most weirdest topics known to man, or unknown to man. Alright, so that's all garbage there. Let's go to Lenny's Motorhead Stadium. If anyone hasn't been here before, this is where Lemmy from the rock band, what is it, Motorhead, he used to help design this stadium. I know there's a big debate about how much he actually did design it, or if people just designed it for him. I don't know. Because he actually had a different stadium quite a while ago, and now it's like a new one. So I don't know if he helped maybe design the old one, and then it got switched over to a new one. Maybe that's what happened. Now, if anyone's a raging alcoholic, this is probably the worst place you'd want to go. There's booze everywhere. I don't know. I guess Motorhead was a heavy drinking band. Maybe it contributed to Lemmy's early death. Hope not. Now, I'm still getting geared up for all the weed and booze and everything coming up for my frickin' birthday party. Some cannabis cakes, some cannabis chocolates. I'm probably going to be puking, but we'll see how it goes. I'll try to keep it in moderation. Especially if I'm live streaming, I might have to have like a bucket near the computer. I'll be like, oh fuck. We'll see how that goes. I very rarely puke from drinking, so I jinxed that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe because it's my birthday and I haven't smoked or drank in months, it'll hit me so hard that I'll just want to quit again. So who knows? If anyone's liking the sober me, they like me better this way, it might actually be a more common occurrence. Or who knows? Maybe I'll love every minute of it and I'll be partying like an animal again for quite a while. We'll see how it goes. Only time will tell. Now, I'm one of those people that I don't really spend any money on weed or booze or cigarettes because everyone I live with, like my roommates, they give it to me for free. So it's like a lot of people like, hey, you can save money if you quit drinking or if you quit smoking weed, but no, I actually don't save any money. So the whole money aspect of it isn't really an issue. The only time it gets a little carried away is if I end up buying like specialty booze because I get free beer. So if I want to drink like wine or something, then I'll have to buy it. Or if I want to drink vodka, then I'll have to buy it. Same thing with weed. If I want to smoke my homegrown, I can smoke it till my ears explode. But yeah, if it comes to like specialty weed where I want like really high end stuff that tastes super good, then I'll have to spend some money on it. Despite my harvest not being very good, I really did grow enough to last like a lifetime. So I could pretty much just smoke weed joints nonstop every day and not run out for my whole life. Kind of got carried away. But I ended up making the plants big because we're only allowed to grow four. So I grew them like fucking giant trees. Overdid it a little, but hey, I'm not like everyone who's never grown before. It's very tempting to try to grow the biggest plant that you've ever grown. All right, so video game stuff. What are we going to get to? Oh yeah, what I was going to talk about is some of the viewers were chatting about which controls they used to like and which controls that we might get in the future, the ones we get now, what was good, what was bad. Yeah, and I think we picked up enough free items. Let's go back to Camp Crunk and then we'll fly off into space. So if anyone wanted to see what space is like in this game, you're in for a treat. All right, we got one viewer and two likes. Thanks, everyone. Now, if anyone likes role playing games, this really is the hardest role playing game you could ever play. Why? Because everything in it, well, not everything, but a lot of the things in it cost money. Like if you want to hunt, if you want to go mining, if you want to go crafting, all that stuff requires money. But the social aspects are free. Like once you buy an apartment, you can keep it for free. They used to have rent that you had to pay to keep your apartment, but then they got rid of the rent because, yeah, people just didn't want to pay rent in a virtual fucking universe. Pay enough rent in real life. And then, yeah, so once you buy an apartment, you can live there for free forever. And you can like chat with other players for free in text form. I think they used to have voice chat, but I'm pretty sure they got rid of it. I never even tried the voice chat because I think you had to pay extra to use voice chat. So that was like another feature. I was like, fuck it, I'll just use the text. It's kind of like choosing between talking on the telephone or talking just text message. Most people will just switch to texting, which is the irony. Like, if you ever look at how the telephone was invented, when the telephone was first invented, it was just like Morse code or whatever. So it was basically a form of texting to people. And then for years and years in development, they tried to figure out a way to get voice over the wire. And then they did. But then the problem was that they could only get one voice per wire. So it's like you actually had to like physically disconnect the wires if you wanted to have like more than one person talking on a telephone line. And then eventually the technology improved to the point where they could put multiple people's voices over one line. So you could have like just one phone line for a whole street, everyone sharing it. And then we went back to fucking text. Just so funny. All that development for nothing. I guess some people still use like regular telephones, but I don't know. I guess women are more prone to it. Really, women are the only ones that I talk to on the phone. it comes to guy conversations. I don't think I've spoke to another guy on the phone, well, other than my dad, but yeah, probably for like a decade or two. Now I remember back when like there was no texting and you had to call someone, like one of your guy friends, and you're gonna go hang out. It's basically, hey, are you there? Can I come over? All right, bye. Yeah, I miss those conversations. All right, so yeah, we got enough kegs of beer for tonight. It's making me Jones for a drink here. Oh, it looks like the cougar's after me. I get that a lot. Let's see. Let's try shooting him. We'll try collecting the sweat from him. Then he'll really attack me. Oh, there he goes. He's after me. Oh, fuck. He almost killed me in one hit. What a bastard. Damn. I was hoping to lure him outside. Didn't work. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll boot up the Entropia Facebook group so we can cover some of the discussions I had with other players about who likes what controls the best in Entropia. If anyone wants to chime in the chat and fill us in what controls they like best, that'd be cool too. Jesus. There's a video on Facebook of a woman that is spraying her breast milk all around people at a festival. I wish I was there. No, just kidding. Now I remember, who was it? Oh yeah, someone I knew. She was like raising babies, and she had like breast milk pumps around, and I didn't know what those were before. So yeah, what was it? I was playing with one, and then she's like, "Oh my God, that's so gross," and I'm like, "What?" And then she's like, "Oh, it's my breast milk pump," and I'm like, "Ooh, gross." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, it's not that gross. You're fucking hot." Man, oh man. No, it is kind of a weird situation. People can actually make drinks. All right, let's see. Where the hell was it? Ah, here it is. Oh, it was actually who was it? Oh, we got a bunch of conversations. Let me see. What the fuck? I was reading it one spot. It said something. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Another thing that we'll cover in the game today is Martin. I don't know if anyone's heard of Martin. He's an Entropia player. He often talks about helping new players out with money situations because I don't know how, but maybe it's in crypto. Yeah, I think he mentioned cryptocurrency, that he's managed to make a substantial amount of money, so he's always helping people. I was supposed to meet up with him in an episode and hook him up with the item, but fuck, did I ever get around to doing that? No, I didn't. So, anyways, Martin. Yeah, let's see if I can bring up his profile. Hopefully, he doesn't mind me sharing this. It's a little bit different game related. Yeah, and one of the things he's got is he's been growing, what is it, hemp. So some people are making fun of him for growing hemp and not real weed. But I'm kind of tempted to grow weed that doesn't have THC either. So I don't think it's that weird. You freak. No, I'm just kidding. Now, what I like is CBD weed. I don't know if anyone's tried CBD yet, but holy fuck, man, is it ever epic. I know people make fun of it because it has no THC or whatever, but man, that CBD chemical, it's a wild ride all in its own. Now, for people that want to get a really strong buzz, like CBD is probably not for you. But if you want help sleeping, CBD will fucking knock you out. And the other thing it does is give you really weird dreams. So if anyone's into like dream research and like checking out like really wild dream stuff, fuck man, I can't think of a better, well, you shouldn't be promoting drugs, but man, CBD is wild if you want to have like really wild dreams. All right, let me just finish setting up my shop before we go. So, anyways, yeah, Martin's been doing some stuff with I don't know what he's all got going there. I thought it was just hemp. No, he's very into VR. He was showing that his family's into VR as well. I don't know, for me, I never really got into VR except for one thing, and alright, so here's Martin's page. Well, we'll give it a shout out. Hopefully he doesn't mind me shouting it out. So he's got a page called My Virtual Reality Job. And this is how he's trying to create jobs. It says something, let's make it bigger so we can see it. That's what she said. Sorry, I always fail for that one. I can never let it slip. All right, are you interested in becoming a professional gamer? My virtual reality job has stay-at-home customer support positions that if you want to commit and take serious, it's a 100% legitimate way to play games and work from home. Referrals are also a way to join our team. We pay for every individual that completes training. Is this a pyramid scheme? Lisa asks. And my virtual reality job, I'm pretty sure it's Martin, says no, it's customer support call center type work. I don't know, I've done call center work before and it was brutal, but who knows, maybe this one's better. Alright, so here's another one of his ads he's got. Oh, fuck. What did I click? Oh, I clicked call now. I think I'm going to have to make it smaller so we can work with it. Now that's what she said. Alright, so here's the ad. It says, are you bored at home, retired, wanting to make a little something else on the side? Maybe stay at home mom or dad? Hurting from the things we're not allowed to talk about? Do you have a great customer skill? Oh, that's what it was. I could have swore he had to add somewhere he's paying people to play games. Alright, so I guess I just misread it, or let me scroll down through his page and see if I missed it. Because I could have swore I read one where he's paying people to play games, and I was like, man, that's pretty fucking epic. Yeah, so he says that he's working with some VR stuff. That's pretty wild. I'll have to check that out. To be fair, I've only I don't know, I've had PlayStation VR for a couple years, but I've only used it a few times. Alright, so yeah, that was the same ad. I could have swore he had one where he was getting paid or to play another game called Second Life. Well, it looks like those ads have gotten taken down, so maybe that whole project fell through, or maybe I just read it wrong. More than likely I read it wrong. Alright, so in the meantime, let's check out the other thing we got about the controls. Where is it? Ah, that's where it is. Alright, so it's in the Entropia thing here. So this is kind of a little bit of foreshadowing. I forgot I even said this. Not that I'm like a great prophet or anything, but I kind of seen the writing on the wall for this one. Was it Entropia Universe? Boy, that's still pretty small. No pun. There we go. So they got some preview of interface changes, and they're like making changes, trying to upgrade the Entropia game. And one of the comments I left was, these are neat ideas, but it seems like a waste of time and money. MindArc should be working on moving the game to an entirely new game engine that can run the full game on mobile devices. And ironically, that's what they're doing now. So that was kind of neat. Alright, so Nigel's got a good point here too. He said instead of bashing MindArc, threatening to quit, or giving no information, they're asking for feedback as they explain that isn't the final product. Instead of bitching like whiny teenagers. That's what I do best. Anyways, how about grow up and give some tips on what you would like to see change? Personally, I would like to see better player HP bars, customizable windows for every window, better mini-map, smaller but readable interface, and more info on things and better quest interfaces. Yeah, those are some good ideas. Good points, Nigel. I have a friend named Nigel, and I keep wanting to say Nigel, but I think it's Nigel or Nigel. I'm not sure how to say that. Looks good, guys. Just be sure to touch up the icons. Looks sick. Whoop. Can't wait. Chris Maddox says, looks really good, but I kind of lost interest a few years ago when the controls changed. So that's what we wanted to discuss. I really struggled to adjust to it. And that's actually what I commented back 33 weeks ago. Holy fuck. Yeah, I don't like the new controls at all either. I actually quit playing the game for over a year because of it. They took perfect control system and ruined it. Before the change, I gave Entropia the best controls out of any game ever made. And yeah, even Cristel Diaz, thanks for the like on that one. So Chris Maddox, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what new control style that they come up with the new game engine. So this is what Chris Maddox had to say about that. All right, he says, yeah, I agree. Before it was able to be either a first person or a third person shooter, or more of a strategic style, when you could drag all the bars you needed, set hotkeys, and select targets and move to fire. Let's read the rest. I used to set a hotkey for select next to target with auto fire, auto loot, and I was able to watch TV while I hunted without touching my mouse. Yeah, it's always nice to get things done without having to touch anything. Just kidding. Anyways, I haven't played for over a year now due to the fact that the controls just seem backwards and push towards being a shooter only. I won't read that one because I've been getting a whole bunch of different messages. I don't know what that one's from. I get carried away on Facebook. I really need a life. Same shit, was hard to use, new one, and I still like the old style with HP bars and others. Yeah, good point. Georgie? Yeah, Shenko? Yeah, so what I was thinking is the main reason that Entropia steered away about how it was so easy to play the game before is exactly what Chris was saying, that you could do stuff without even being there. So that's where it got like too easy for people to make like what do they call those, bots, and like farm the game for stuff, which was not allowed. So it was breaking the terms of service. And I think people were still doing it, and they're always having trouble like tracking down the people that are doing it and kicking them out of the game. So I think instead of like continuing that endeavor where they always have to track people down and kick them out, they just changed the controls. And I think another reason that they changed the controls, I could be wrong, is when you go into shops, a lot of the shops just weren't rendering properly. So I think when they changed the controls, it actually changed up the view a bit in the shops. So that way the items and everything wouldn't keep screwing up. Like a lot of people, you go into shops and the items just wouldn't load properly. It was like a major issue in the shops in Rocktropia. So I don't know if anyone's, yeah, I'm on Rocktropia right now, so I could show you what I mean. Like if you go into one of these big shops, like here we got Big Daddy's shop. Sometimes you would go into his shop on the old control styles, and the items that you would load here would take forever to load. And if you stepped on like a stair or something, it would all disappear. So then if you came back down, you'd have to wait for it to all load again. But it seems when they changed the controls, it changed the views, like the first person, third person shit. So then everything started to load like a lot smoother. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the twofold reason why they changed the controls. I'm just guessing. I don't really have any insiders at Entropia. I wish I did. Or at Mindark. So yeah, Mindark's the company that makes Entropia. So if anyone else has got any ideas of why they changed the controls, I think that's two of them. And if anyone wants to know the best shop, if you want to buy stuff on Rocktropia, like for crafting, Big Daddy's prices are usually the best around. Let's just double check and see what he's got. Mysterium's currently selling for 104%. How much is Big Daddy? Yeah, he's got it pretty much at markup. Even if you look at the monthly rate, he's a little bit lower. Let's check some other minerals. See if there's any like amazing prices here. You know, sometimes I would do, it's such a weird way to make money, but I would just buy items here and then sell them at my shop. because my shop is right next to the teleporter, and people have to go into Big Daddy's shop to see the stuff. So I'd often sell items, even though they were in for sale cheaper, like just across the walkway there. And oh yeah, oh fuck, Big Daddy's prices are a bit high on that. Yeah, Droomslav says ugly graphics. Yeah, to be fair, the graphics on the planet that I'm playing on right now, it is the lowest out of all the planets in the game. I'm pretty sure. Because the people that were working on this planet have like sort of abandoned it for, I don't know, a year or two. Could be even longer. And I have the graphics turned down to one of the lower settings. So let me change the graphical settings just up to a higher setting. See if it looks any better to you, but to be fair, I don't think. Oh, wait, I better not screw around with that. If I do, then it's going to fuck up my stream. But, anyways, yeah, I'll just show you if I was going to change the graphics, where to do it. Go to Graphics Advanced. I've got them on low. You can turn them up from low to medium to high to very high. And I would change it, but yeah, it's hard for me to change it back, so fuck that shit. No, and to be fair too, the game company Mindarc realized that the graphics suck compared to like more modern games. So they're getting a new game engine, and we covered it last episode. And it's the latest graphics. It's actually not even out yet. So yeah, once they switch over to that game engine, we'll be looking at the best graphics money can buy. So it'll be pretty wild. It'll probably be the best for quite a while. Like this game is like 20 years old. Is there F2P? Is that free to play? Yeah, this is a paid game, except it is free to play. It's free to download it, and everything's free to do to a certain point. Except when you want to go shooting creatures, that costs money. If you want to craft items, it costs money. If you want to crafting, shooting, mining costs money. But if you want to like do the social aspects, like talking to other players, you can buy apartments, fill it with stuff. You can buy shops, and you don't have to pay any rent for the apartments or shops. Once you buy them, they're yours, and you can resell them. This is my shop here. This shop I got for around, I think it was around, oh God, I can't even remember. How much did I pay for it? I think it was around maybe $400 US. And then at one point, I actually had an offer to sell it for $4,000 US. But I turned the offer down because I really like the shop. It's really my favorite thing to do in the whole game, and the game's basically my life. So I didn't really want to sell it because they're like, fuck, man, it's really good profits, but oh yeah, and then the other things you can do in the game is they have an auction, so you can buy and sell items to other players and make money that way. They've got real estate that you can sell to other players. Yeah, it's if you ever want to check out the YouTube videos of it, there's some really good ones. And if you want to watch a Uber streamer who's like actually like has a lot of money invested in the game and a lot of viewers, check out Bonnie. Let's see if I can get Bonnie's link here. I know I used to recommend Raven Jade, but I think she's been actually playing a lot of different games lately because she played Entropia to death. I know it's easy to do. So oh yeah, let's show Bonnie's Facebook page. So if you want to join that, it'll have all the links to all of her stuff. See if where it is. Yeah, you can get into her Discord. She does live streams like every day, way more than I do. Bonnie, yeah, there she is. Bonnie EU. And I know she's got a lot of guys that watch her channel too, because she is a smoking hot babe. But other than that, she is like a nice person too. So yeah, definitely recommend her channel. Yeah, so this is Bonnie's channel. You can see she has the graphics at a much higher setting than I do. If you want to check her out, what is it called? Bonnie Entropia. That's the link. She does space streaming. And yeah, she's much more popular on Twitch. So I think, yeah, if you watch her Twitch channels, that you'll be good to go. And she does contests and giveaways and all that stuff. I got to start doing more of that, but I'm still pretty pov. She's really good at the space aspects of the game. So if you want to learn the space stuff, you can definitely check out her channel. Bonnie EU. So this is some other stuff in the game. They've got deeds that you can buy. It's basically like shares of the game. You can buy shops. How much? Holy fuck, man. FOMA shops are going for that much? Or they got no bids. Because, yeah, I own a FOMA shop too, and I paid around 4,000 for it. So I was like, fuck, man, if they went up to 10,000, I'd be super happy. I'd almost resell it, but I kind of really like that shop too. Yeah, then you can buy apartments, condos. You can buy land deeds. You can even buy deeds that like own part of the land, so that if anyone goes hunting or mining on your land, you get to set the tax rate. So then you're like the tax collector collecting taxes from everyone that does stuff on your land. The best person ever to succeed good in this game was Never Die. He's got some pretty epic videos about him. Like I think Never Die was the first player to like make $1 million sale. I could be wrong about that, but so I think how it worked is he mortgaged his house in real life, bought a space station, and then resold the space station and made like a huge profit. So congratulations. I know a lot of people are jealous of Never Die, and he fights a lot with the creators of MindArk. I've heard. I don't know if it's true, and that's why he's been gone for a while. But hopefully he comes back. Yeah, so some of the best stuff in this game is free to play. Like if you just want to buy an apartment, hang out with other players in virtual reality, then yeah, you can do that in this game. I'm pretty sure they've got a virtual reality option. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I know I've seen them advertise it and stuff, so I think they do. The only thing for me in this, oh yeah, and you can also collect sweat. You can pick up minerals and rocks on the ground for free. You can pick up beer kegs for free. You can pick up oil barrels for free. As you can imagine, a lot of the free stuff that you can do has a lot of people competing to get it. So if you start paying money into the game, it's higher risk gambling, but they don't officially call it gambling. But yeah, it's basically when you're using the crafting machine, how it works is when you buy some crafting materials, you use these crafting machines, and you can try making this stuff. And when you're making it, they might give you a huge loot. Like you'll like get a huge bonus and you'll win like thousands of dollars. But in most cases, you just fail when you're crafting and you lose your money. So that's where crafting gets a little bit hit and miss. Mostly miss. Not to bash the game, but let's be real here. It's fucking hard to win in this game. I know a lot of people are babies and like,
Wah, I can never win in Entropia. It's so hard.
but I say those people are just babies because you can just buy the shares of the fucking game and collect the revenue. So how hard is that to win in the game? It's like if buying shares is that difficult for you, well, yeah, maybe then it is the hardest game ever, but no, so this is my shop. If all the stuff I got for sale, I'm selling flags right now. Got some hats, clothing that I made, some pillows that I made for babes' beds, hats, toques. Got some chairs. I got a shopkeeper. My plan is to use this shopkeeper and put some really high-end items in it, like get some apartments and stuff and put them for sale in here. That's my next big plan. Will I actually succeed in that plan? Probably not. Yeah, just be careful your computer can actually run it. This computer or game is like, if you got a high-end computer, then I'd say it's worth your time. Oh yeah, and when you sign up to the game, let me show you. This is like crucial step one for beginners. Where is it? Yeah, be careful when you do this step. It'll give you a list. Oh, where is it? Where's the fucking list? Anyways, here, I'll bring up a list here. List of planets in Entropia. Now, some people, when you go to pick a planet, you might just like pick haphazardly, but you actually have to be really careful which planet you pick. I'll show you why. Right, so there's planet Calypso. Planet Calypso was the first planet in the game, and it's just fucking packed with players. So if you want to go to a place that's like loaded with other players, then Planet Calypso is for you. Planet Arcadia was a planet, I think maybe the second or third planet, and it was like a spin-off where people like, hey, they got sick of Planet Calypso being too overcrowded, so they started their own planet and tried to make it like a niche planet. But I don't know. I don't think it's doing as well, not near as well as Calypso. Like there's probably 1% of the amount of people on Planet Arcadia. But I think they sometimes do events and we'll get some people there. But yeah, it's hard to get by on Arcadia. And then there's Rocktropia. That's the planet I'm on right now. And Rocktropia is like the rock and roll planet, as you can tell by the name. They've got other theming for like game or movies, like Hunt the Thing, Zombie Kong, like a whole bunch of really wild stuff. But like I was saying before, the developer got into fights with the company, so he hasn't been back in like a year or two. So there hasn't really been any updates to his planet. It's almost like turned into a dead planet. But if you want to go to Next Island is one of the newer planets, and one of the main investors in the game is like active in it, and he's constantly doing new updates. You're still low on the players there, but you can tell that they're actually putting effort in, trying to make Next Island better. What is it? Cyrene. Cyrene is like a horror planet. So if you're into like different horror type stuff, then like Cyrene's a good planet for that. But Cyrene's another one of those planets, hardly any players, and it's hard to make any money doing free stuff. Now, Planet Toulon, I could be wrong, but I think Planet Toulon is like the Muslim planet or like Arabic or what. I could be getting it wrong. But anyways, yeah, they had like strict rules where the women had to like dress modestly and stuff on that planet. And they have some really good free giveaways, but same thing. It's like a dead planet. I don't think the Muslim people that own that planet have invested much time or money into it since they bought it. So it's like, yeah, it's very much in like beta stages. There's also a moon called Mondria, and Mondria, I don't know why they don't have it listed on here, but it's another one where it's like they put in a decent amount of effort, but it's definitely dead. Like you'll hardly meet any other players there. All right, yeah, if you're confused, where the planet picking really comes in is the free stuff. So if you had to rank, like if you're not going to deposit, you're just going to be a free to play player. The one that you can make the most money on without depositing is Rocktropia, because the guy that used to run this planet, he was like a socialist or like a communist, where he wanted lots of people to not deposit and still be able to get by in the game. So you can collect shitloads of free stuff here. The only catch is I would just visit Rocktropia, because whatever planet you pick to start on, it'll be your home planet, and you get special item bonuses when it's Christmas, when it's Halloween, when it's New Year's, or like Valentine's Day. Sometimes they'll do like gift giveaways, and depending which planet you're born on, you get a different gift. So Rocktropia used to have the best gifts, but that's actually what the last fight was, where the guy left. He made a really cool gift for everyone for Halloween. Yeah, the communist planet. It's a good one to visit. That's why I'm usually hanging out here, because I like collecting all the free stuff too. So yeah, if I had to pick a planet to be born on, I would either pick Planet Calypso or maybe the Moonria or Monria. I don't know. Let's see if we can bring up Mondria. I'll just put it on different screens so I don't open a picture of boobs by accident. I swear I have no idea how boobs get all over my computer. Must be a virus. So, Mondria on Entropia. Here it is, Virtual Sense. Mondria is, oh fuck man, this is like a form or whatever. Mondria. Let's try clicking this one. Mondria is like a moon in space, and it's like I think it's like a St. Patrick's Day theme now, because like some Irish people bought it. But it used to be like see-through. I don't know if you've ever heard of like that. What is it called? That I think it was a horror movie or something. So yeah, there was like a whole bunch of theming to like horror stuff, and now the Irish people bought it. So But anyways, why I'm talking about Mondria is if you get born on Mondria, you win like a shirt that says you're born on Mondria, and it allows you to get free rides in space. So if you want to be like a space person a lot and you don't want to pay to do it, you almost want to be born on Mondria. So that's one of the catches. So I don't know. If for me, if I was to be born somewhere, I would probably either pick Mondria, fuck man, maybe even Rocktropia with all the free shit. Calypso is a good one to be born on, but the other planets, not so much. Well, here it is, H.P. Lovecraft. So that was what it was themed at when it was first developed, Mondria. So yeah, that's here. Let's show everyone what space travel looks like next. What I got to do is set some stuff more for sale in my shop, because here I bought the shopkeeper and I don't even have it full items yet. All right, so let's put plus 20 and I'll see how much it's worth. See, this is how you can like set prices, and you can check like what's the going rate and how much you want to actually set it for on your shop. I usually put my items like double the price of the going rate if it's rare, but if it's a really common item, then you really kind of got to lower your price or no one will buy it. So we'll put 10 for now. If anyone wants to help buy a rug for 10, really appreciate it. Pillows for sale. I don't know what else I can actually put for sale in here. See, their problem is you still pay a tax to sell shit at your own shop. So I don't want to sell stuff for too cheap because I'm like, fuck, man, I got to pay that tax. So I want to make sure I actually make a profit on it. Not because I'm just a cheap bastard. Oh yeah, and when you're in space, I don't know if it's changed since the last time I played the game, but it's PvP. So you can become a pirate and like rob people in space, steal all their items and make a lot of money. But obviously when you're a pirate, you got to buy a ship, and then you also have to buy ammo, and you'll have to buy like fuel, like oil for your ship. So yeah, there's like being a pirate sounds amazing, but I think it's a lot of risk as well, because you could like shoot people and then they don't even have anything. So you spent all that ammo shooting them and you get nothing back. All right, so yeah, this is some of the free shit I picked up. So you can pick up cans of, or kegs of oil, or no, kegs of beer and canisters of oil. And the oil, you can put it in your spaceship. So that's why I try to pick it up so my spaceship gets free oil. So that way I don't have to pay as much to fly in space. And the beer kegs, they can be used not for drinking, obviously, but you can craft them. So if you want to craft some items, like that crafting machine, you can get some of the materials just for free, picking them up on the ground. Now, obviously, other people will buy the kegs so that they can like craft more faster because they can't wait to pick it all up. We'll see how much they're selling for, 173. Yeah, Ultima Online. Yeah, if you like role-playing games, this really is the ultimate online role-playing game. I don't like I've played this thing for like fucking 20 years for God's sake. It's like really the best one out there, but it's also the hardest. But you got to figure it's so hard because you can sell the game's items for money. Oh yeah, I'll show you how that works. Say I pick up these like kegs of oil on the ground, and let's put it in my inventory. There's two ways that you can sell the items for money. Actually, three ways. You can take the keg, pick it up off the ground, and come up to this thing. It's called the trade terminal. And you pick sell, and you can take the item, drag it in here. It'll tell you how much it'll give you for the item. So that's why they call this the trade terminal value. It's basically the lowest you can sell it for. And yeah, they'll give me 1.29. So what happens is if you convert game money to US dollars, you have to move the decimal point 1. So you can see I have 274 game dollars. In US currency, I have $27.40. You just got to move the decimal point 1. And it's actually tied to the US dollar, so if the US dollar goes up or down, you could be losing or winning money that way too. Now, obviously, if you sell the game or items to this trade terminal, it's super fast because you can just take them and sell them right away. But then what other people do is they check out the item's value and it'll show how much it sells on the auction. So you can see on the auction, people are buying it for 200%. So that normal trade terminal value, they'll give you double that if you sell it on the auction. So obviously, if you sell it on the auction, you got to wait longer, and there's a little bit of auction fees. But yeah, you can like double your money than what you get from the trade terminal. And then the third way that you can sell the items is you can just see someone, or you can type it in the chat. Does anyone want to buy my kegs of oil or kegs of beer? And someone will be like, yeah, I want to buy them. I'll pay you 250%. So you're like, all right. So then you can just private trade to the people, tax free. So ideally, if you wanted to sell items, you'd want to sell it just meeting people in the chat, or you run up to a bunch of crowds of people. You're like, hey guys, anyone want to buy some of these items? And if someone responds, you can sell it tax free. Or I guess a fourth way is you can buy a shop and then sell the items that way. But obviously the shop is hard because, yeah, you have to wait forever sometimes till anyone comes to your shop, especially if you have a shop that's on a dead planet like mine is right now. This planet, like where my shop is, used to be one of the busiest, and that's when I got offered the $4,000 for someone to buy it. I think right now, if someone wanted to buy my shop, I'd be lucky to get offered 1,000. So yeah, it's definitely like you can hit or miss. There's highs and lows. Really, the biggest way to make money is the real estate. If you save up, buy a cheap apartment, and then hope that apartment goes up in value, boom, you could double your money right away. Sort of like a real estate agent in real life. But that's also risky. And then, yeah, if you're hunting, there's some missions that'll pay you to hunt for free, but they're usually beginner missions, and they're like limited. So it's like once you finish it, it's over. Oh yeah, and if you go to each planet has beginner missions. So you can go to a new planet and like do all their beginner missions and get a whole ton of free shit. Like free armor, free clothes, free weapons, free tools. And then once you've tapped out all those, go to the next planet and do all their free missions. You could literally spend months just doing that. There's that many planets and that many free missions. And then that's the thing too. Every once in a while, they'll update the game and change the planet's free missions. So then all of a sudden the planet will have a whole new set of free missions. So then everyone will go back to that planet and do all the free missions again. And they do have pay missions where you can like pay to do missions, but man, those are risky. Most cases, you're just going to lose money doing the paid ones. You could get lucky and hit a big global or big Hall of Fame, they call it, but the odds of like getting Hall of Fames and globals, it's fucking hard. You can imagine because they got a lot of upkeep to pay for the game, so they got shitloads of employees in Sweden. Maybe not a shitload. I think they got, what would they say, 60 employees or something, but yeah, so there's a lot of upkeep to the game, and it's free to play. So a lot of like the money where people are gambling, hunting, and mining and stuff, it's going back into to support the keeping the game going. Yeah, and you can get blueprints. You can level up the blueprints, sell them. Yeah, this game is like super frustrating if you don't have patience, but if you got some patience, like to a certain degree, this will be your favorite game. I don't know, people that are just have no patience, yeah, this game is probably not for you because you'll just want to spend a whole bunch of money and take big risks. Then you'll lose it all and you'll be fucked and you'll be broke. But if you got the patience to go around and pick up the free items, work your way up from the ground. And the other thing too is the social aspects. Yeah, you can meet a lot of hot babes that play the game. You can meet potential bosses that are hiring for different projects. Like that Martin guy, he's hiring for customer support jobs. So yeah, there's definitely ways of networking with the other players. So it's like, hey, if you like networking, this is the game for you. Especially if you're like trying to maybe sell services as like a web developer or something, or like selling art or whatever it is. It's like, man, you could definitely meet a lot of people. Let's do a quick spin around the land here and see if we can find anything that I can hunt. I'm actually there is one free mission where you can like repeat it over and over again and hunt some like small level creatures and make a tiny, tiny bit of profit. But I like to do it because I like to do free shit. So even though there's really no chance I'll get rich from doing this, I still like doing it. Because it's hard to find missions in this game where you can hunt for free. And basically, if people kill these zombies, it'll trigger some AI. And if the AI zombies are not zombies, they're soldiers, if they come out, you can kill them and collect huge rewards. Well, not huge, but a decent reward. But if no one's been killing the zombies, then the AI don't come. So that's where there's a catch to this mission. And obviously, it's not very nice to steal people's AI mission mobs. So if someone's here hunting them, you should almost ask, like, hey, do you mind if I kill some of the AI? Because, yeah, they'll be all over the place. You can do laps around this whole level and find out shit. Like, find AI guys in all corners of the level. Oh, yeah, and the actual size of this game is fucking giant. I don't know what the file size is now, but, man, like, to fly from one planet to the other, depending which spaceship you buy, obviously the spaceships have different speeds. So some of them fly really fast, some of them not so fast. But if you fly in, like, say, a medium speed ship, it can take like 2 hours to get from one side of the map to the other. So it's definitely like a very fucking giant game. Like, even the planets, like, if you tried to run on foot from one end of the planet to the other, you're looking at hours. That's why, like, vehicles are very crucial in this game. All right, so all the viewers are gone. Here I'm explaining stuff. No, but I appreciate the 3 likes. Thanks, everyone. He's probably installing the game. Holy fuck, there's an AI here. Sweet. I haven't killed an AI in ages. Yeah, so if I kill these AI guys, I can complete the mission. I got 16 of them. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. The loot that I got from that is small, but man, once you get like the mission complete, they give you a fucking good reward. I'm not saying you're gonna get rich from the reward, but it'll be enough to sustain your fucking hunting for maybe even a few more hunting missions. That's really the catch with this game, man. If you can find a little niche where you're not losing money, you're doing good. Holy fuck, man, there's AI everywhere. Yeah, whoever triggered the AI, thanks a million. Hopefully I'm not stealing them from someone. I really should have asked before I started going around taking them. I'm a fucking prick like that. People like that. I think in many ways. Now, what was it? I was having a debate on with Facebook with this one old lady feminist, and she's like, "Yeah, if you want to attract women, you got to be an ass-kissing liberal, like really highly leaning, or you won't attract any women." And I was like arguing with her while debating. I'm like, "Well, sure. If I become like a feminist, left-wing, like ass kisser, the women that I'm gonna attract or potentially attract is other feminists that hate men and that dress like men and that probably don't even like hanging out with guys. So it's like, is that really the type of women that I'd want to attract? Not saying that everyone should be right wing or whatever if they want to get babes, but I was kind of debating with her. I'm like, I think most hot like women that dress like women and actually like men, they're more into like guys that are right wing because they don't want like an ass kissing guy that is very feminine like. Yeah, it's a each their own. But yeah, that's just how I was debating with her. It was funny. I think she actually grasped the concept because I thought she was going to be like, no, 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 but she was like, that kind of makes a little sense. Not to say that I'm just acting like more manly to attract women. Really, you should just be that way on your own, women or not. Or not that you should. Anyone, you can all be your own individuals. What works for one person doesn't really work for everyone. No, that's what I found though. It's like if I turned into like less of an ass kisser online, stand up for yourself, act more manly, I have noticed that you tend to get more messages from hot babes, not just the fake ones asking you for Apple iTunes cards. The actual real women. I think what it is because men in general have kind of gone soft in Canada. There's a lot of ass kissers, a lot of guys that are like pro feminist and stuff. So if women can find a manly man, it's actually very rare. Or they're already married. Or especially once you reach your 40s too. I don't know what it is. I always thought dating was going to be harder the older I got. Seems like it's actually quite the opposite. When you're younger, it tends to be harder to meet women. No pun intended. But damn, once you get into your 40s and you're like, hey, I'm single, I have no debt, and I have no kids, it's like there's like a lot of women who are like, no kidding. How is that possible? It's like I stay at home and I play video games way too much. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This whole lockdown and forcing people to stay home, it's really taught me a lesson that shit, man, when you have the opportunity to go outside and do stuff, you really should. It's only a matter of time before a fucking feminist dictator takes all your human rights away. Yeah, I can't remember if I played Ultima. I think Ultima was one of those games I played it briefly, but I just kept trying other games. I liked it, but I think that was around the time Cybertown was a big game. So I ended up switching and playing Cybertown, but yeah, Ultima definitely had potential. I like that one. Yeah, I can't believe I almost left Rocktropia and didn't hunt the AI. Meanwhile, there's tons of AI around. It's like, fuck, man. Here we go. We actually got some AI today, which is fun. I haven't been hunting in Entropia for a long, long time, weeks or months even. Now, if anyone's wondering, like, what's the biggest loot that I looted from one of these AI creatures, I think I actually did get like a almost like a global for these creatures, which was like one Project Entropia dollar. And everyone's like, "Oh God, that's like such a small loot." But when you look how many bullets that like you spend to shoot them, you're shooting like pennies worth, right? So if you get a whole dollar, it's enough to kill like another 100 of them. And they have these one chip or something. I can't remember what the chip is called, but there is a chip that it's decent loot too. They'll sell for like a buck or two. Project Entropia dollars. That's what I'm hoping in Entropia they come up with a new name for the currency. As much as everyone loves saying the name PED all the time, it's an acronym for Project Entropia dollars. I think what it is, people in Sweden, they didn't really know that pedophile or ped was like a term that people don't want to use all the time, especially saying they like it. I can just imagine what some of my neighbors are thinking when I'm like yelling, "Yes, I want to get more ped. Ped is wonderful." It's terrible. So yeah, let's hopefully they get a new name for the currency. Something that sounds cool. Not that I know anything about cool shit. Now then maybe we should do that as a contest. What's a worse name they could come up for than Project Entropia Dollar? Is there something they could actually call it that would be even worse? I guess they could name it after the virus so that we can't even say it on YouTube. That'd be a worse name. Now I'm just drowning some of the zombies, not to try to do an exploit, but just because I'm getting my ass kicked, I hardly have any health. So I actually have to kill some of them that way, or else I'll die. Fucking AI everywhere, man. This is like a dream come true. Thank you, Entropia and Mindark. I'm getting to kill a lot of creatures tonight. I was worried today's episode was just going to be a space episode, flying in space endlessly. I probably should have did that more when I was like talking about all the recap about game controls. But oh well. Live and learn. Lots of living, not so much learning. Tiger! I can't even remember. One episode I was doing Entropia, I was doing the tiger sound effect. I can't remember why. Some people liked it. I should try to use it more. Holy fuck, man. There's like AI everywhere. This is like heaven for AI. Don't anyone come and steal all my AI. Who knows? Maybe I'm stealing them from someone else. Sorry if I am, person. Oh, fuck you. I'm not trying to kill zombies. One thing I don't like about this game, you'll be aiming at a creature, and like ammo costs money. So I really don't want to waste it shooting at the wrong creature. What do? They fucking pan the gun over and shoot at a creature that I'm nowhere near aiming. It's like, you fuckers. I imagine it's good for the game, though. They're like, hey, we just got some more money from them. We got another penny out of them. Yeah, I miss Beamer, man. One of my friends that died that used to play the game. He used to hunt creatures a lot, make fun of how they're always robbing him for money. Yeah, he played for, I don't know, decades, and they never gave him any good loot. Poor guy. Played for hours every day, big deposits every day. Did they ever give him something good? No, not once. Fucking game, man. Oh well, you just got to kind of accept that in Entropia. Most cases, you're going to lose. It's going to be very rare if you actually pull ahead, but when you do, you got to savor every moment of it. It's kind of like winning the lottery, right? Like, how many people win the lottery repeatedly? It's usually just like once a lifetime thing, if you're fucking lucky. I don't know. Well, back when I used to know a whole bunch of rich people, I actually met one guy that won the lottery twice. And I found out how he did it, and he's like, yeah, there was a bit of scandals involved. Surprised he sort of let on for that, but I don't know if anyone heard about the scandals for lottery winnings in Canada. It used to be bad for a long time. What it was if you owned a convenience store, like a corner store, people would come into your store and check to see if they had won the lottery. So what happened was a lot of people that owned corner stores started to realize that they could run the ticket through the machine and just pretend like the person didn't win. So they'd be like, oh, sorry, sir, your lottery ticket was a loser. So then what they would do is after the person leaves the corner store and like throws out the ticket or gives it to the corner store owner would be like, woohoo, I fucking won the lottery. And he would just steal the ticket. So that actually ran rampant for decades. So that's why you had a lot of people that were buying corner stores and like focusing just on lottery ticket shit. So eventually Canada realized that the scandal was happening and they made it so that you have to sign your lottery tickets. So now it's like once you buy the lottery ticket and if you won, the guy at the store can't claim it because his name wouldn't match yours. So yeah, people that used to own corner stores, it was like a fucking wild rush for them. They would like run the cash register and just pray that everyone would come in checking their lottery tickets. I know, like, I shouldn't hold it against them that it was kind of cruel to do that for so many decades, but wouldn't you be tempted to do it too? Especially after it worked like twice or like three times. You'd be like, holy fuck, man, I won the lottery 3 times. I'd be fucking tempted to be honest. Hey, Naked HD. Speaking of immoral. No, I'm just kidding. No, welcome back to the chat. I appreciate you tuning in. You're my only viewer right now. So it's just me, you, and the nakedness. Or yeah, are you a guy or a girl? I think we should ask you, right? Is this naked guys stripping or is this naked girls? Not that I'm checking it out. Or is it both genders? Do we got both genders stripping naked? Yeah, I know. Some people ban, like people, yeah, can you give me a like while you're here too? That'd be epic. Now, some people hate spammers, but I figure spammers are actually people too. Unless you're a fucking robot, then go to hell. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's like when a telemarketer calls you. Some people treat telemarketers like garbage. I'm like, come on, guys. This is like a real person trying to do a job. Probably got a family to feed. Sure, they took a weird job being a telemarketer, but maybe they had trouble getting different jobs. At least they're trying. Now, was it one of my buddies? Yeah, he would just make fun of telemarketers so bad, where he would go on and on and on with them on the phone, telling them that he's going to buy all their stuff, and he would get his whole family around listening into the conversation. And then right at the end of the call, he'd be like, I'm just kidding. I'm not buying anything. And like tell them off or something. I was like, as funny as that is, that's kind of super cruel too, right? Get the person's hopes up that they're going to get some like webcam dollars. And then just say, no, I'm not actually going to buy anything. I was just leading you on. I get led on enough in real life. I know what the feeling. Now, the webcaming community, I know it's a little bit of a weird community. A lot of people look down at them, but hey, a lot of people are looking and looking. Yeah, you never know, too. Some people are like familiar with nudist colonies, and yeah, nudity is nothing really to be ashamed of. People want to get all weird about it. You know, it's the weirdest thing too. It's like I had this one lady that was like following her YouTube channel. She's like a very smart, like academic type woman. And then she like opened an OnlyFans account. I was like, oh, that would be kind of neat. Check out an OnlyFans account where there's a woman that's not acting like a total like sex maniac. And then yeah, when she opened the channel, she ended up changing her whole personality and was like a sex maniac. Always like, I guess I should have seen it coming because she was opening an OnlyFans, but I kind of was more attracted to her when she was acting more normal, not like always trying to like be hypersexualized. As weird as that sounds for me. Opposites attract, right? No, because yeah, like if she was smart and talking about like smart people stuff and stripping, I think it would be a lot more entertaining than sort of like acting like an animal and stripping. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but who doesn't like animal behavior sometimes? Now, I haven't even checked out her OnlyFans recently. I did give her money once for it, but I was like, man, it's kind of gotten really weird. Preferred it when she was more behaving smart and academic like. And it kind of comes off as begging too, right? When you sort of act like a total sex maniac. It's like acting like a little bit normal and stripping at the same time. It seems less like begging. Not that there's anything wrong with begging, but all right, we got 29 to 40. That's pretty good. Now, if anyone's thinking about checking out Naked HD, they haven't responded. We don't know if it's guys or girls yet. Could be both. I swear I've never tried clicking the link. And yeah, we can't stay up too late doing the stream, so I think we're gonna have to head for space soon. It looks like the AI mission has come to an end. I've killed all the AI. The only other way you can get more to come back is if you start killing the zombies. People are like, why the fuck don't you just kill the zombies then? Well, the zombies will use up all your ammunition, and they have really bad loot. So you'll just go way bad in the hole, and you'll lose all your potential money that you almost won by just killing the AI. So I'm hoping someone else will come by and kill all the zombies and trigger some more AI and then just leave, and then I can kill the AI, because that's what happened here. That was fucking epic. So let's bring all the zombies to the turret. We'll get a bunch of skills while we run around. Take all these zombies back. Take them back to the hellhole they came from. No, it's pretty nice being able to share Entropia with some players that have never played it before. Hopefully, what was his name again? Yeah, Droomslav. Hopefully he likes the game. Yeah, Senko. Seems like a common end to a last name. I think I heard it a few times today. I don't know. Half of my family is from Ukraine, so I think I've heard of it from there before. Maybe it's a Russian thing too. Who knows? Maybe lots of parts of Eastern Europe. Yeah, it's one thing that I didn't like about Canadian education is we literally learned nothing about Europe and just spent the whole time learning how to build canoes and teepees and all the First Nations history. And then to top it all off, when I got older and realized I learned nothing about my culture and everything about First Nations culture, then all you hear on the TV over and over again is how they should teach more First Nation stuff. I'm like, really? That's fucking all they taught. It's like, well, how much more could you do than a fucking 100%? It's fucking ridiculous. So it is kind of weird. It's like here I am, a guy that's like part European, and I know nothing about Europe, but I know how to build a teepee. Now I'm supposed to memorize fucking treaties and stuff, but a lot of those treaties I forgot. That's why I always sounded weird too. Is a lot of times you hear protesters talking about how Europeans stole all the land. It's like, well, when I went to school, they went over all the treaties. And yeah, if we stole all the land, there definitely wouldn't be fucking pages and pages and pages of fucking treaties, right? I get it that the treaties weren't always fair, but it wasn't stealing the land, that's for fucking sure. Normally when you steal the land, there's no treaty and yeah, then there's just a brutal slaughter and no one left. So yeah, that's exactly what didn't happen. I know a lot of First Nations viewers that watch both of my shows. Hopefully, I don't piss them off too much, but I don't like to sugarcoat things. No, what I think is the First Nations people, what our government tries to do is to make them feel like victims all the time, so that they're always like getting down in the dumps and not protesting. Yeah, because you notice how when you get down in the dumps, you usually want to stay home, just relax, and not go out and accomplish stuff because you're feeling sorry for yourself. Yeah, if they had all the First Nations people out protesting, then the government would be in real trouble. So that's why they try to promote the idea that, oh yeah, you should feel like a victim. Everyone stole everything from you. You're so oppressed. Now I noticed in Canada where I live, there's still the ongoing land battles and what is it, disputes. So it is kind of difficult to try to see both sides of it. I know the First Nations people want all their land back, but when you want to look at it the way it is now, when Europeans came here, they didn't take the land and make it only for Europeans. They made it for everyone. So it's like anyone can have the land. I know that kind of sucks for the First Nations people that they can't kick everyone out, but this idea that the land was taken and that it's not being shared, it's like, yeah, it's not really true at all. If you want to see land that isn't shared, you go to First Nations reserves. Then there you can see land that's actually segregated and not shared. All right, so my shop, it's up at the 30 items. Now, First Nations people really do got the coolest history. I really wish I would have learned more of the cool parts of the history instead of like how to build teepees and shit. Like the actual legends, the astrology, or not astrology, cosmology. It's fucking amazing. When I look at oral traditions, I'm like, dear God, I used to make fun of oral traditions, but they actually say better history than the shit written in the books. And then I realized one day why that is. People make fun of oral history and they're like, oh, it's not very accurate. Well, you know what the problem with books is? Books have editions. So it's like you have first edition, second edition, third edition. And you know what the problem with editions is? Some guy will be like a communist or a leftist and he'll rise into power. He'll take your book and he'll change the edition. So all of a sudden, all the other editions get thrown in the trash and you're left with the book that he fucking changed. So that's how Justin Trudeau operates in Canada. He's a history revisionist, where he'll change our textbooks and then burn all the old books. So the problem with that is One person is all it takes, and it changes every fucking book. So then your books, after year after year after year, it just becomes garbage and diarrhea because it got changed by fucking leftists over and over again. Not to say that a rightist dictator, maybe they do that too, but and I'm just going by experience. It's right now it's the leftists. I bet you in the past it was the right, so it's been a cycle, but either way. But the thing with oral tradition, you know what makes it superior? Is you don't have additions. Like everyone knows the oral tradition, like thousands of people, they'll all know it. And if someone rises to power and tries to tell everyone to make a new version, they have to go to each person individually and tell them, hey, stop telling the real version, tell my new updated version. So they can't just like change every version all at once. So that's where I think oral tradition, it actually is vastly superior. As funny as it sounds. And it's episode 69. We got the oral traditions. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That was a terrible pun. God, do I know any boundaries? Now, I did put a PG-13 warning at the beginning of my show. Figure episode 69, good episode to do that. What is going on? Do I really have no shrapnel? That is fucked. Alright, anyways. No, and sometimes I get pissed off at Thanksgiving in Canada because a lot of First Nations people are even leftist in general, the feminists. They'll all start like bashing what Europeans did when they came here. Be like, well, just wait. If you would have waited for like the Chinese to come, you know what would have happened then, right? You wouldn't be here. They would have wiped you out, taken all your land, and crushed you with leaving no survivors. So when you kind of look at it, it's like you were actually very fortunate that it was the Europeans that came here. They made treaties. They actually shared the land. It's fucked up, man. Not to bash the Chinese. I know they've gone through a lot of bashing over the years. Kind of a poor example. Maybe I should go with the Mongols. The Mongols came. I know people are cool with bashing the Mongols, right? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, thanks, Naked HD. It's nice to know someone's listening. No, so I can see plus sides and downsides, I guess, to anything. Colonization, sure, it was a rough go, but it's part of the plan of the creator as well. Creator told Shwanasawi and other native people that, yeah, the Europeans were coming. It's part of Turtle Island's plan. Everyone's supposed to come back here, and we're all supposed to work together and figure shit out. I know it's a rough ride. It fucking sucks, but hey, you gotta think. Nothing good is easy, right? Except for really hot babes. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. What do we got? Right, Naked HD. Naked HD is like, do not associate me with your horrible content. Oh yeah, we got some mankinis we can put for sale. Yeah, I heard that the mankinis were going up in price. Fucking A. About time. Crafted a whole bunch of them. They were worth jack shit. I figure, man, hopefully someday they go up in price. No, sadly, I almost had a date with a really hot First Nations babe a couple months ago. Then she heard some of my rants, and that relationship ended. Sadly. No, she was super nice, and I think it would have worked out if I could keep my mouth shut, but I'm just not that type of person. I'm not going to sugarcoat everything. Or anything, I guess. No, sometimes I can sugarcoat, but it's pretty fucking rare. All right, if anyone wants to drop by, buy a mankini. Maybe you want to buy some clothing, Naked HD. All right, I forgot, you're naked. But unless you're into bikinis for men, then yeah, maybe that'd be good for your channel. You can wear the mankini. Alright, so it's worth 16. How much did I put? I put 15. Let's lower it a little bit so the viewers can get it under markup. I can't be such a fucking prick all the time. I'm an asshole, Leo. No, I'm not an asshole. I just play one on TV. No, I'm just kidding. I am one. No, I try to be an asshole and nice in some regards. Not a total asshole. I figured the good die young, so I should be okay. I'll be A-okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna sell the backpack. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing it. Gonna sell the clothes off my back. Alright, so we'll keep 2 mankinis. Maybe we'll bring one to Calypso to put it for sale on auction, but I doubt it. How much is that fountain really worth? About 120. Kind of dropped in value. Fuck. The chairs were 25. Used to be 40. How much did I put it for? 40? Let's put it to 39. Not make it total bullshit. No, let's go really low. 37. Anyone wants to buy a chair, help me out? Hey, I put it for 69. Oh no, retail price. Let's put it for 69 for the 69th episode. $70.19. So we need to go. Alright, so it's 69 ped. If anyone wants to help me out with that for the 69th episode, that'd be fucking sweet. Right, enough 69 talk. I'm gonna cry. Alright, let's see. Oh, we even got some mining stuff. Holy shit, we got 23 mining probes? That's fucking epic. Let's go sell those. Yeah. Yeah, can't stay up too late. It's already like 8 hours until I have to go to bed for work. Alright, so I was hoping to fly back to Calypso this episode. I had a feeling we were going to fail. Every time I make an agenda in Entropia, it never happens. Always get carried away with something. Oh yeah, I was going to show the viewers how to collect sweat. Forgot about that. Yeah, so if that new guy wants to figure out how to collect sweat on Rocktropia, let's show him how to do that. Fuck, man, I forgot what I was doing there a second ago. Got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I was going to sell the survey probes. Let's do that. Get my account up in balance. Haven't gone up in a long time. The balance. Alright, let's see here. We'll sell the survey probes. Value 2340, just making sure they're not ripping us off. Holy shit, we're almost up to 300. That's a good sign. If anyone's wondering what my next big goal is, I want to get 1,000 Project Entropia dollars again. So that way I can do 1,000 Project Entropia dollar crafting run. Because I'm usually pretty good at profiting from those. So yeah, that's what our goal is. We got 27, a little bit over 30 in share money. That's pretty good. So that would bring us up, yeah, to 330. There we go. Where are we going? Westward. All right. We got 37 in shop sales too. So fuck, man, we're getting closer and closer to the 400 mark. So that's nearly halfway to our goal. So yeah, if any of the viewers are watching and they want to help us reach the goal, get the show progressing a little bit quicker, finishing quick is my specialty. No, but anyways, yeah, you can buy some items. We got some low items, got some high ones in the shopkeeper, got some pillows, got some hats, even got some wool. How much is wool selling for these days? 103. So that's some cheap wool for the stack size. We got some hats, we got some island shirts, we got some rock. We're selling rock. Woohoo! Not that kind of rock. Oh yeah, speaking of rock, let's go check out our sponsor message.
Today's Glamour Rock sales are brought to you by Crunk. Crunk, it'll fuck you up. Alright, let's also cover the Patreon. Forgot to do that. Oh, let's do the sweating first. We can collect sweat while we do it. Let's say hi to someone. Playing an MMO game and we haven't said hi to anyone. Fuck, I'm trying to remember how to wave. Why is waving not working? Fuck. I don't know, man. It's been so long, can't even remember the fucking controls. Where's wave? Wave. Here it is, number 7. There we go. Hey, Shaman. How's it going, Shaman? Alright, so guess I gotta go collect some sweat now. Looks like he's off to kill some zombies. That's epic. I could come back later and see if he left us any AI. Oh, looks like he's skipping the zombies. He's getting in a ship and flying away. Or driving away, I should say. Or hovering away. There's a wrong way to say it. I'll find it. Alright, let's go do it. Let's go collect some sweat, finish up the episode. While we do that, we'll check out the patrons list, give them a shout out. I actually joined a patron for someone else, so if anyone's wondering, I'm not such a cheap bastard. I actually do support one person on Patreon. I only support them for like $1 or something a month. I think it was $1.50. But it's the CU podcast. So if you haven't seen the CU podcast before, highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite shows. Well, obviously it is my favorite show, 'cause it's the only one I support. Ah, sad cat. I remember how to wave now. Oh yeah, they're warning if I'm screaming. Yep. Oh, thanks.
See, that's what I gotta do to get some chat going. I just gotta leave the wrong voice on. They're like, God, turn that voice off. Alright, so Sad Cats is gonna join the stream. Sick. I should ask, do they want to chat? Call in via Discord? Yeah, this is where it's at for streams. If anyone hasn't realized, it's like you can stream all this stuff by yourself, even hunting, crafting, all that shit. As soon as you start interacting with other players, that's where it actually starts becoming fun. It is a fucking MMO after all, right? So, interacting with other players is where it's at. Now, if people are worried about calling in on Discord, as long as you follow the rules for not getting my channel kicked off YouTube, obviously we got the list of stuff we can't talk about. We're not allowed to talk about the virus. Not allowed to talk about, man-made global warming. If you disagree with that at all, you're not allowed to talk about it or get your channel taken down. What else aren't you allowed to talk about? I think conspiracy stuff in general. So, as long, oh yeah, and obviously the racial words and stuff, can't say those. Which is so funny, like how much music do you listen to and you hear it used all the time, but apparently you can't say it on YouTube. And rightfully so, it is distasteful. Even for me. Holy shit, we made up to 3 viewers. Thanks for joining, Sad Cats. Sad Cats kind of sounds like a sad name. What happened? Did the cat die? No, I'm just kidding. That was horrible. Alright, let's check out our levels for Sweat Gatherer. You know, at one point, I had almost caught up my Sweat Gathering level to my actual age, but then I stopped sweating so much and my age has just gotten carried away. It's like, damn you, age, slow down. And speaking of, my birthday is coming up on Thursday, so it won't make it any easier. Ah, Sad Cat needs the link. Alright, let's get the link. Alright, so the link for the show is this one. So there's the YouTube link, and the Discord link is, let's give the Discord link. Oh, I almost shared the Entropia Universe one. So I just went over all the rules, and the viewers were not listening. I guess what will happen is if someone does break the rules, I'll just have to edit that part of the show or take the episode down altogether. So it's not the end of the world if someone breaks the rules. It just kind of ruins the episode. Oh boy. Yeah, and if anyone wants a summary, if they haven't been tuned in, of what I've been doing lately, still working on the weight loss goal. The sobriety goal actually got pushed to 3 months. And I've only got, what is it, 1 day left? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day of the sobriety run. So after that, I'm going to enjoy a nice drink of booze, have a little bit of vapes of some weed, some hash, some oil. Probably going to turn green and throw up. Ah, so John Madcat says, hi, Amy Sadcat's cat here. So, Amy Sadcats is John. That's cool. Nice to see you, John. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord. Oh, he did. He joined the Discord. Let's say, hey, man. Or unless you're a girl named John. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I know genders are all over the place these days. I probably already asked you your gender. I think every time I see a woman avatar, I assume it's a woman, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta stop making that mistake. Especially when it happens in the bars. No. It's like, that's always awkward. Oh, yeah, Sendo Betamax. He's tuned in too. He says, hey, Leland, crazy, I catch the stream back to back. And today's sweat day. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff in Entropia today. We collected free oil at the oil rigs. 2 of them on this planet. What else did we... Ah, so John is a guy. I should have guessed. John sort of gave it away. No, that's okay. I don't really mind what genders people are. Any gender's cool. And then even the multiple genders. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, so Sendo is saying, oh yeah, what did we do? We collected the barrels of oil, we collected kegs of beer, and we collected some fruit, and we went on a hunting spree of AI, all which is basically the free activities, and we made a little bit of profits. So that was pretty fun. And I figured, hey, why not finish it off with some sweating? Now, I've been trying to get my sweating level up to like level 40, but I'm only at 37 right now, so I got a ways to go. I don't know if anyone's ever done the power sweating here on Rocktropia. It's pretty intense how fast you can go up in level. What I do is I get my rings on, like my health ring and dodge ring or whatever the fuck it is. And then I go and get a hater mob, and I just solo sweat them while I do other stuff on the computer. So I might be like video editing, I might be writing a blog, I might be like doing stuff we shouldn't mention. But anyways, multitasking. And then I sweat at the same time. And then that way, if you sweat like multitasking like that, just with haters, you can pull in like, I don't know, 4K sweat a day. And then once you're pulling in 4K sweat a day, you'd be surprised how fast your level goes up. Ah, Sendo Betamax says yes, he's taking breakfast Alright, so John Madcat, he wants to try out the Discord chat. Alright, so that's going to be a challenge. I haven't actually had anyone say yes in months, so let's see what we can do. First thing I gotta do is get my headphones so I can hear when people are calling. Oh shit, I can hear the sweating too. That's a little bit loud. Try to put the earphone halfway in. There we go. Alright, so how the fuck do we do shit again? Alright, so I think it's called or no, here it is. Voice General. Idle Heroes Preview? I think that was another game someone wanted me to try. I could have swore we had a voice and video chat, but let's try the voice one, see what happens. Oh yeah, you can connect either video or screen.
Hi.
Hey, are you in here?
Yep.
Hey, John, how's it going, man?
Okay.
Oh, that's good to hear. Wow, so you can hear me. It's amazing
Yep.
it worked first try.
Yeah, I had to turn the video volume down because it was echoing.
Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah,
But
I know.
yeah,
I get that echo problem a lot.
um, well, a little bit of an update since the last time we talked in game. I've stopped killing entirely because of some changes in worldview.
Oh, yeah?
So I mainly just sweat, craft, and be a beautician in game.
Oh, you're a beautician. That's fucking sick. So do you got like one of the chairs somewhere?
Yeah, on Cali.
Ah, sweet. So what did you do? You put in an apartment?
Yeah, I had to buy an apartment. I originally got an apartment on FOMA, but then moved to Cali because I think I burned through 3 thrusters in a week.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the thruster is
Yeah,
one of the decay things. If anyone doesn't know, when you're flying in space, you got to pay for the oil, and then you also got to use a thruster. And the thruster is every time you land on a planet, it starts to decay a little bit. Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
nice. Some people got unlimited thrusters, but a lot of them are the most common is just the limited, so you constantly have to buy new ones. Can't repair it.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
um, I've for like the past month or two, I've been power leveling like crazy. I had mom create an account at like 6 a.m. when one day when she was supposed to get ready for work
Wow.
to help me power level.
Sick.
So couldn't get any of my friends on at the time.
Yeah, someone was telling me that was one of their fun or favorite things to do is get one of the beautician chairs so that way you could level up and do it just in an apartment or a shop or so it's kind of like the leveling up that people do in the motherships where they would do repair work, but instead they do it in a beautician chair.
Yeah, it's just a lot more expensive.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is there any cheap way to do it or there's only expensive ways?
Okay, the cheapest way that I've found to do it is get the uh get the fashion design skill first.
Okay.
You can get that quite easily with the make textiles skill implant. Or if you go to Next Island and do the daily make textiles mission,
Yeah,
you can
Next
get that
Island's got some
relatively
good shit.
quickly. Yeah, I actually just came from Next Island like a few hours ago.
Nice.
Well, I went over there to start sweating, but I was getting torn down too fast.
Yeah.
So, uh, and there wasn't any people in the sweat circles at the Crystal Peaks.
Yeah.
Um, so I decided to buy a Vade ring, and a defense ring. I got the uh, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is.
Yeah.
The
There's so
Athenic
many
ring
different.
improved, and I'm also wearing a limited Ares ring.
Sick. Yeah, let's see what rings I got. I got the Athenic ring adjusted and Angelic Ring Modified. Yeah, I fucking love the rings in the game. It's such a good addition.
Yeah. So after I bought that, I went ahead and flew over. I had, I think, 50 something sweat on me. I'm
Oh,
like, whatever.
yeah, it's not the end
If
of the
someone
world.
shoots me down, it's whatever.
Yeah. You ever notice that when you're flying with like some items in space, it just gets your blood racing though? You're like, oh god, are the
Oh yeah,
pirates gonna get me?
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like gambling on sports or something. It just makes it that much more entertaining.
Well, I tried sweating the haters over at I don't know if you know this location. I'll put in local.
Sure.
That near that teleporter.
Oh, the
There's
one
a
by
way. Yeah,
Tangerine.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
spot too.
though I was dying because I couldn't swim by myself without sweating them. Couldn't sweat them dry myself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
oh,
some people are
while I
saying
was
that it's hard to do. I don't know. For my guy, he can sweat almost two creatures, and I don't know what's causing it. If it's the rings, or maybe it's because my
well,
dodge
it's the
level's
wings
higher.
and the level.
Yeah, I must
The
have a lot
level
of
of the
evade or
evade.
something. Yeah, I should check what the fuck my levels are at.
Oh, this
Attribute.
one's dry.
All right, we'll get a new one. No, I've got, what is it for attributes? Design, combat. Can't
I'll
even
go
remember.
ahead and
What would
put
it
in
be
a new
under?
one.
Medical? No.
Evade would be under defense.
Ah, defense there. Yeah, I've got dodge 318 and evade up to a depth of 1,800. So I don't know if that's good
It's
or not. I guess dodge at beginner sucks.
yeah.
No,
I'm almost to the point where I can have my own mentees or whatever they're called for the person receiving the mentorship. I can become a mentor soon.
nice. Yeah, I miss doing the mentorships. I remember I helped a few people do it, and it's a lot of fun. The only shitty part is if someone quits and they're like 90% done. It's like, oh god, we were so close. Why couldn't you just stay for like one more week?
Well, I actually, I don't know if this is very normal or not, but I think I got my mentorship done in like a week and a half.
Yeah. The best way that I found to finish a mentorship like really fast is the skilling on the mothership, or if you go to Mondria and you do the crafting daily mission. Holy fuck, man! Does that ever give a lot of skills quick?
Wow.
Oh yeah, and that's what one of the viewers was saying. Who was it? Sendo Betamax. He said he didn't know that there was unlimited thrusters, and the unlimited thruster is a rare item, and I think it came from the people that bought the spaceports. Like Calypso sold those spaceports, like the ones that Raven Jade owns. So yeah, if you bought one of those, they made all these big promises about being able to launch ships from space and make money, but that all fell through.
Oh,
So
there
they
you are.
so they ended up giving out unlimited thrusters to those people. So there is a few people that actually have unlimited thrusters. But same thing, they still have to repair it, but they just don't have to buy a new one. So I
Yeah,
don't
so
know,
they
like
don't.
how many would be out there? Probably like less than 100, I guess. Yeah, so how long have you been playing the game for? I think I asked you
Uh,
before and I forgot. Has it been a
I
few years?
think it's getting close to 6 months at this point.
Oh, only 6 months. Wow, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I think I started back in like the 7th month.
Yeah, so what triggered you to
It's been,
start playing Entropia? You saw a streamer or something?
well, I was burnt out on RuneScape
Oh,
at the time. So I had just done, uh, I think 14 hours and 3 days of bossing.
yeah. Yeah, I've heard of
So
that
that
game.
kind of burnt me out at the time.
Yes,
Um, but, but
come on, guys. Why are they both hitting me? I'm trying to take the other one to the turret, but they won't leave.
Sorry, I brought the other one over because I thought
Yeah, it's
we were
okay.
sweating.
It happens all the
Here, I'll
time.
try and get the
There, you got him.
most
Yeah.
over.
Oh, looks like someone else is sweating him too. Holy shit, Sendo Betamax says he's been playing the game since 2010. Yeah, so congratulations.
Wow.
I think I've only beat him by a couple of years. Let me check what my start date is. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, there actually is a way to find out when you started the game. You just have to log in to the Entropia, the actual website account, and it not only gives you a whole list of your items, but it also gives you some more information about your account. What's 51
Yeah.
plus 6? 57.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so
I started in the 6th day of the 7th month of this year.
nice. Yeah, so welcome to Entropia. Alright, so when is mine? Yeah, mine was created in the year 2008, December 27th. So that's
Wow.
quite a while too. But I actually took a few breaks from the game. They changed the game engine at one point. So I had to buy a new computer and then I couldn't play it until I got the new one. So there was quite a few years where I was gone. Yeah, the
So
presents in the
after
past.
getting level 15, sorry, I was trying to get back on track to what we were talking about
Oh
earlier
yeah,
about
how you first found
the
out about it.
beautician. I first found out about it because my society leader said something in chat one day. I'm like, ooh, that looks like a fun thing to do for the society.
Wow.
So I offer a 10% discount for any society members, but I also offer the cheapest in the galaxy that I know of
Wow.
for the beautician services.
Yeah.
Is so that way the free-to-play or low depot players who want to feel a little better about their character, they
Yeah.
can get it at a relatively cheap. And I also offer a service where if they bring the materials such as the hair gel, hairspray, body fat,
Yeah.
or any of the basic coloring sets I can use, they trade it over to me, I'll give them that amount that they traded over to me in one pack body mods, because I have to charge one pack, otherwise it won't let me it won't let me propose it to the client.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten those materials hunting and stuff before, and then I didn't know what they were for until I got into buying the beautician chairs. What happened for me is I had a shop at the time, and I was looking for some stuff to add it to it. So I bought all three of the chairs. What is it? There's one for hair cutting, one.
There's the hairstylist chair, the face sculptor chair, and the body sculpting
Yeah,
unit.
body sculpting. That's the other one. And then there was three tools to use each chair as well. So I got all the tools. And oh yeah, and then what I did is I resold them, and someone gave me a big profit just by like collecting all the chairs and selling them to them. I made like 1,000, so I was like, holy shit. I think I got each chair for about 200 ped each. So I was like, that was a pretty cheap
Wow,
price too.
that's fantastic price.
Yeah,
I think I spent about 400 USD between the apartment and all the tools.
yeah. What happens is someone will do the beautician stuff for a while, and then they just get sick of it and they want to get rid of it, and then you can find it on auction for cheaper. So yeah, you just got to keep your eye on the auction for those chairs, and every once in a while the price just plummets.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hit or miss trying to buy it. If you're in a
Well,
rush to buy it, that's when you can really pay a little bit extra.
the thing that happened was when I went to go pick up the chair from a shop that was way overcharging.
Yeah,
And at the time, a few hours before, on the planet that I was actually on, they had the body sculpting unit that I went to go pick up at the shop for, I think it was 200 pet less.
wow.
So that hurt.
Yeah, No, I gotta think of like in real life, you win some, you lose some, right? Can't get too
Right.
beaten up over it.
So, what happened after I got the 15 in the level 15 in the tailoring skill to unlock fashion design
Yeah.
was I went ahead and started doing the body sculpting. I pretty much did that until I got the hairstylist chair, and then I did a bit of both.
Wow.
Uh, but I mainly focused on getting the body sculpting up to level 13 because that's what one of the forums said you had to have it at to have the skin coloring unlocked, but
Yeah.
it's not.
No, I've got a website link that talks about all the hidden skills that you can unlock. Maybe I'll bring that one up next. No, we got a couple questions from the viewers. What was it? Oh yeah, someone said that they checked that items list online and found out that they left, what was it, 600 peds in storage in a different planet for like 3 years. That's pretty funny. And yeah, he's wondering, Sendo's wondering, why is everything so expensive in Entropia now? Last time he logged in, his armor was like 3 times the price that he got it for. And I think it's because of the lockdowns, right? Like a lot of people like had flooded into the game because they were stuck at home for so long. So that actually Entropia started to see an increase in prices. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah. Because I don't
So,
know, Entropia goes in waves where it's like really popular, then it drops, and then it goes back up popular. I think winter is a big one too. If you come in winter, it seems like there's a lot more people playing than rather in the summer.
so after finding out that body sculpting only gives you a new feature unlock every 2 levels, and
Wow.
that I didn't get anything at level 13, I mean level 12, level 14. I didn't get the thing that I wanted unlocked. I
Wow.
said, you know what, I'll just go to level 20 and unlock the skill for, unlock the skill Beauty Sense,
Yeah.
which unlocks at 20 of any of the beautician stuff. And then
Wow.
I started leveling up from level, I think it was 11 at the time, of hairstylist to level 13, and from level 3 to level 7 face sculptor.
Sick. Yeah, I've been dying to get those skills up. I think mine are at like 0 for it all. Oh, this creature's dead. Or dry.
I'll go ahead and grab a new one.
No, I think when I had the beautician chair, I couldn't find anyone else to help skill with it. Because I think you need 2 players to do it, right?
You do have to have 2 players.
Yeah, so that's like a catch. That's why I don't know if you've tried the Mondria daily skilling mission. Have you tried that one yet?
I tried, when I was killing at the time, I
Okay.
tried, doing uh, the jellyman things.
Yeah.
The juvenile jellyman things.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. I think I heard about it though. No,
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
want
it gives
the
a 2 pack of marksman or something.
wow. No, the cheapest mission for crafting and for skilling is on Monria, and it's I think it's in the Monria hub, like you know that major place, like the big mall or space station in Monria. And there's a guy that's in a black trench coat. So if you go and you ask him for a mission, he's got like a daily crafting mission. And there's like a catch where he tells you to make some sort of part like 500 times and he'll give you a reward. But there's a weird, like, I don't know if it's a catch or just part of it. Hopefully it's not an exploit, but what you can
Yeah,
do is you can just make like the cheapest crafting material possible. So if you want to make like say explosive projectile 1, or if you want to make like lesser
I
Elijah,
actually think that was the first blueprint I bought.
yeah. So if you want to craft the cheapest thing possible, all you have to do is success 500 times and you get a fucking giant skill reward. It's like when you get the
Um,
reward, you'll just see your meters go ching, 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 like all these levels up. and it's like so cheap to do it. Like I swear, it's like so cheap you could even profit sometimes. So it's
Nice.
if you ever go to Mondria, definitely check that one out if you want to get some fast skills for cheap.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it for the mentor thing. Holy shit, you'll finish the mentor thing in no time. Alright, so let's go to the Entropia skill list. I fucking lost the link for it, so I'll just have to type it in Google. Entropia unlockable skill list. I used to have a link for it, and I did a whole episode, and I can't even find the fucking link. Alright.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that episode where you talked about
Oh, yeah.
that website and how for some reason like most of the images got deleted or something. Or was that someone else?
Yeah, it could be.
I think
I
that
don't
was
know.
you.
I've done like so many episodes now, it's hard to keep track of them all. Alright, I'm just gonna bookmark it so I don't fucking lose it again. I'll put it near the top. Now, this website is so old, but I think the skill chart is still accurate. It's from the year 2011. So we'll bring
Wow.
it up on the screen. Hopefully there's no boobs on here. I think it's just a bunch of ads for AliExpress. Right, so there's unlocking hidden skills. And you were talking about some of the ones for the clothing. I don't know, does it give it in a chart or it just gives it to you? You have to read the whole thing. It's kind of weird. Oh, here it is. Combat related. So there's the ones: marksmanship level 10, range damage level 18, combat they've got level 20, and you unlock melee. So that's a good one. Melee damage assessment at level 18. Oh, here's the spacecraft systems level 5. I think that's a good one you can get if you're just being like a pilot in space. Now people can tell I've
I have
been.
no idea what it actually does.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Serendipity, level 30. It increases your HP every 1600 points. So that's a really good one if you want more HP. People can see I've been looking up game controllers. I was looking up some Stargate stuff. Dreamcast mod community. It's been getting really good lately. If anyone's into modding Dreamcast. I was thinking about buying a new pillow too. It's neat how it's got all this stuff on here. All right, so coolness, level 40, HP increase every 400 points, wounding, combat sense. Combat sense, I think that's a good one. Deep space knowledge. Huh. Oh, here's the beauty one. So beauty sense, level 20 in any beauty profession. Quality
Yeah, that's
sense.
the one that
Oh, you,
I just unlocked
you got that
like
one,
a
eh?
few weeks ago. Yeah,
Sick. And then quality
I'm
sense.
currently level 21 in body sculpting.
Sick. Level 35 in any beauty profession, material designer. Construction, this is the ones I went for doing that Mondria mission. And I got blueprint comprehension. So blueprint comprehension, that makes your loots like way better when you're crafting. So that's why when I do those like 1,000 ped craft runs, I can actually get some decent blueprints. Because I know I got other people to do the same run, and their blueprint comprehension wasn't unlocked, and they really didn't get very many blueprints. So I don't know
Well,
if it was.
that's what blueprint comprehension does. It doesn't make your thing level up more. Uh it when you do get a chance of getting a blueprint, it gives you more of them.
Yeah, I'm
Is
pretty
that it?
sure. I'm just guessing, but I think comprehension sort of means like understanding blueprints. So maybe it makes you use them better. That's why I was thinking that you get better loot. I don't know. It could be just luck too, but I doubt it because I've done the 1,000 ped crafting run like hundreds of times, and I almost profited every time. So it's just hard to sell the blueprints after. You end up with a whole inventory of just blueprints.
I
So
think the first time that I officially started becoming a crafter
yeah,
was when I bought the armor plating 3B blueprint.
wow.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then the next day, Mindark put out a thing saying that that it's that time of year again. We're going to put up an order on Cali auction for buying 3Bs.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check into that.
I think they do it twice a year from what I saw on the historical
No
Well,
kidding. What did they buy again? They buy blueprints?
they not the blueprints, but the plates themselves.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because otherwise
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just a huge influx.
Yeah, here's some more that you were talking about. Oh, no, this is tailoring. I was thinking I got the tailoring up a little bit because I was
Yeah,
doing the.
fashion designer is the thing that goes towards the different beautician stuff,
Oh, that's cool.
and so does I think color methodology too,
Sick.
or something. Tailoring level 35 unlocks something, but I forget what it is. That's I think when you officially or just about unlocked everything you can from the different professions,
Huh.
and for the beautician.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
So
got
back to
another. I'm just gonna say
sorry.
we got another comment quick from a viewer. Sendomax was saying that he's been trying to get commando skill unlocked. He says it's the best one, so I highlighted it here. And level 70 in any hit profession and increases hit points every 200. So holy
Wow.
shit, man, that really makes your levels or your hit points go up. But he said he's been trying to unlock it for years and he still hasn't. Yeah, it looks like a hard one to get. Fuck.
But
No,
yeah, as far as I know, I'm the currently the cheapest beautician stuff in the game.
nice.
Sorry to keep cutting you off.
No, that's fine. I know it's difficult to have three conversations at the same time. Talking with the
I
viewers, talking with you. Well, I guess that's two. All right, so what else was I gonna say? When it comes to these unlockable skills, oh yeah, it was the spaceship one. If you ever like go into a spaceship, like you know the motherships, if you work your way up in the crew and you actually get to fly the ship, it actually doesn't cost you anything to fly the ship, and you start unlocking skills. So that's another good one if you can get into spaceship stuff. If you get in good with the crew and you can start flying the ship, bam, you'll start unlocking some shit. So I can't remember which skill it is. I think it was maybe the spacecraft system skill. I'll have to check it out. So if anyone else is wondering, like, what's the point of trying to be a captain of a mothership, that's why. And how it works too is if you're the captain of the mothership, you'll be flying the ship around and you'll collect the space mobs, and then the other people on the ship are doing the repair work. So they actually need a captain in order to fly the ship and get all the mobs for everyone.
wow.
So it's a pretty wild adventure. I was gonna do a video about it, but I actually asked Yoshi. She's one of the ship captains. She said I could, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So hopefully this year or next year coming up, we'll get that video made. Because I think that's a pretty cool thing. Like you can make skills by repairing the ship. You can get them by flying. You can get the beautician skills. You can get the Mondria mission skills. There's a lot of different ways to get your skills just skyrocketing. Actually, when the Arcadia's planet first came out, they had a mob that was, I think the Carabox. I don't know if you ever heard of those from Arcadia.
Yeah, I've hunted them quite a bit.
Yeah, they used to give out like 10 times the skills. So that's how
Wow.
I got all my skills for hunting. It was I was just hunting Carabox all the time. Let's see how much skills I got for hunting. I didn't get a whole bunch, but I did get quite a few.
I don't know if it's intended or not, but over in DSEC 9,
Yeah,
if you go to the west along the wall on the west side, just run straight
yeah.
through the different mobs. The first set of mobs is those small crustacean type things. Give you evade, while the big beast-like things give you dodge. They give
Oh,
anywhere from point 0.3 all the way to 1 point something skills per.
nice. No, the
At
one,
least at my level, they
yeah.
do.
The one way I'd heard that people are getting lots of dodge skills Because every once in a while, Entropia will do one of those events where like some super high level mobs come into the game. I forget, like level 500 or something. And then people would just run and get killed by them, and they would get shitloads of dodge. Well, not lots, but more than usual. So that was a pretty cool way too. Oh yeah, and then the viewer was asking Yoshi, do I meet Yoshida in Next Island from Osaka? Here, I'll put Yoshi's name in the chat. Let's see if it's... I think it is actually a girl for this Yoshi. I'm pretty sure she's from Canada too. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. See if... yeah, it's this Yoshi. Yeah, it's a girl. She's a mothership space captain, veteran captain. I know she gets involved in like a lot of like drama because people fight on her ship, and sometimes she gets involved in the arguments, but most of the time she's like a really nice person. So I try to keep in her good books. Oh yeah, I think she's also the one, I don't know, could be wrong, about Entropia partners. There's some different ways that you can make money doing that sort of stuff. I don't know if you've heard of
Yeah,
it.
I currently have the Entropia partners going,
Yeah,
and
that's a great way to
where
make money on the game too.
it just plays that song with the tab muted.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the radio. That's a great way. The way that I made the most money with Entropia partners. So let me show it on the screen. Let's boot
Was
it up. There it
the
is. No,
was
the one I was doing was the
oh,
fucking
the
surveys. Dear God, man, do
survey.
those surveys ever pay shitloads?
Oh. But
Can't
now
load
they've
it.
changed it so that you have to wait a month and a half if you do the surveys.
A month and a half.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Just because I guess they had so many refund requests
Oh
or
yeah,
cashback
that makes
requests from
sense.
the
Yeah,
survey
because
people.
for a while there, I was making like, I don't know, 2,000 Project Entropia dollars like every month or two, or maybe every 4 months, but something like that. But it was a ridiculous amount I was getting. I was like, holy shit, these surveys, some of them were paying like 40 Project Entropia dollars and were taking like 5-10 minutes to complete. So I was like, wow, that was fucking epic. I haven't actually done them in a while. Let's bring it on the screen in case anyone hasn't heard about it. Yeah, so this is Project Entropia dollars. If anyone wants to be my first affiliate, I don't think I have any affiliates yet. Let's try it. Oh wait, I do. Thank you. Someone signed up as a referral. Can't fucking believe it. I was promoting this for like a year and I didn't get anyone to sign up, but someone did now. Sweet. So anyways, you
Nice.
can get money from referrals. You can get it from playing Slego. I was actually the Slego champ for a little bit, so if anyone wants to watch my Slego video, that's how I got my YouTube channel started. Is I did a YouTube video for Slego, and I started to get shitloads of views. So I was like, holy shit, I should start doing more YouTube stuff. So Slego is a fun game. I don't know. Have you ever tried Slego yet?
I tried to.
It's a hard
I got
game,
to the
right?
point where I was confident enough that I could get decent score
Yeah.
for, but then no one was on the matches
Yeah, that's what I
at the
was
time.
thinking. We got to try to get more players into Slego. I'll just take a quick look and see if anyone's actually playing it. No, I used to be really good at Slego, but to be honest, I haven't been playing it that much, so I need to practice my skills a bit. Oh, we got some music going. Alright, I better close that just in case the music's copyrighted.
Yeah,
But,
YouTube's a stickler for that.
yeah, gotta be careful with music. So they
Put your
got raffles, video offers. What else do they got? Oh yeah, they got Hideout TV, and you can get paid to watch Twitch, and you can even sell sweat. So if anyone needs to sell sweat, you can do it through this place, and they buy it for 1.5. That seems like a pretty good rate. The only catch to buy it, you have to collect at least one sweat token, and then you can sell it. So it's Tia, not Yoshi. Tia is the player that does all the stuff for Entropia partners. Sorry, I get all the girls in Entropia mixed up sometimes. So it wasn't Yoshi. Yoshi is the one that does the captain stuff. No, if you can get on the mothership crew for Yoshi, definitely a nice ship. A lot of nice players that are on it. It's a lot of fun. Especially if you like doing the skilling for repairing. Holy shit, that gets your crafting skills up really good too.
Have you ever tried repairing the walls during the robot invasion events? Calypso.
No. I think that robot invasion is one of the ones that people are doing the dodge trick for though. Why? What else can you repair?
Okay, at Fort Lahard, just right the wall closest towards um the wall closest towards the teleporter.
Oh,
Where,
really? Yeah, I think I
where,
saw people there one time. I was wondering what was going on. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to try that. Unless it's an exploit. Then I'll
it's
stay
not.
clear.
No, it's definitely not an exploit.
Oh, that's good.
Because if the wall gets damaged too much, then they have to and they have to then the robots invade the fort, and you have to then all the
Oh,
people inside the fort get kicked out, and you have to try and reclaim the fort.
no kidding. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That sounds really wild. Yeah, that reminds me, because the mothership, they usually got like 3 different places that you can repair it. So one of them looks just like a wall. Hmm. Oh yeah, so I was gonna ask. I think I asked you before. I didn't quite hear the answer. Did someone else that played Entropia told you about the game, or how did you find out?
No, random video on YouTube popped
Oh,
up
no
saying,
kidding.
and uh, people made millions of dollars playing this game,
Yeah.
while other people made pennies.
Yeah, the video that I got famous for on YouTube was what was it called again? Shit, People Makes Games. They did an Entropia video. Over 1 million people watched it, and they gave my channel a shout out. So at least I got like a few hundred subscribers out of it. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, but Never Die, he's got a popular YouTube video out there where he was the first person to sell a space station, make lots of money. I think there was a Guinness Book of World Records for like the biggest item sold in a video game. There's that video too. A couple good ones. Yeah, that's how I figured. Entropia is lucky for YouTube. I bet you they get so many people that just play the game from finding out about it on YouTube. Yeah. Right, so yeah, there's Yoshi.
But yeah, I was doing the thing where hideout TV and I put the points towards the stuff. But I was realizing that half to 1/3 of the points value was just going to the site's owners and not actually going to me.
Yeah, that's what you got to be careful with. When it comes to Entropia partners, sometimes they pay out good, but sometimes other websites pay out better. So you got to check all around and see which is the best.
Yeah, so actually I think I'm saving up for the $7 Amazon gift card at the moment.
Sick,
So I currently have 7,572.8 points.
sick. That's a good amount. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one of the people in the chat saying that Tia is famous for sure. He doesn't know her personally, but he's watched her streams before. You know, I was watching a Tia stream before. Have you ever seen her apartment shop? Like she's got an apartment that she turned into a shop. She did a stream one time where she went to visit her shop and show it. She had like 1,000 shopkeepers in it. I was like, oh my god, that's who has all the shopkeepers. So I had no idea that she had a shop that had that many shopkeepers. I was like,
Oh.
holy shit. I didn't even think that was possible to own that many shopkeepers. Wow. Yeah, she must have a fortune's worth of shopkeepers. Yeah, because how much is a shopkeeper worth now? I think it's like 6,000 head for just one.
4,000 something.
Oh, 4,000. Yeah, still quite a bit. Like if you had 100 of those, holy shit.
I think they actually came down in price recently.
Yeah, maybe she started to sell some. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. When I first wanted to buy one like a year ago, they were 6,000. I was all pissed off that I didn't have a much. But then when I came back to the game after a break, they had dropped down to like 4,000. So then I managed to buy one. And shopkeepers are nice if you want to resell apartments, because once you start getting apartments for sale, you can't just put it for sale in your shop, because they don't let you put the deed down. So you actually have to have a shopkeeper. It's kind of annoying, but at least it works. Yeah, so what's your big goals in Entropia? Are you trying to save up to buy like a mothership or maybe a Equus or maybe a shop? Oh, looks like we got disconnected there, did we? Oh yeah, it's midnight too. Fuck man, I can't keep streaming forever. 2 hours and 20 minutes. All right, so big shout out to everyone at Entropia Partners. I appreciate Tia keeping that website going. It's awesome. I actually did a video about how to withdraw 1,000 from a Entropia partner. So if anyone wants to watch that one, I might do another one in the future. I've got, what is it, 236? Holy shit, I've got 236 on Project Entropia dollars. So that's pretty
Nice.
sweet. Oh, you're back. That's cool.
No, I'm still here. I've just started reading.
Oh, you're reading. Yeah, so I was gonna
Yeah.
ask her, are you saving up to buy anything? Like, do you want to get a shop one day or trying to get a bigger vehicle?
Preferably, my end goal would be to have several of the unlimited play blueprints,
Yeah, that'd be
a
sweet.
starship to fly people around for, and enough Calypso land deeds so that I can offer all the services for free.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That's what I was thinking. If you can get enough Calypso land deeds, it's enough to like sustain your play for a long time, right? Because they pay out pretty good.
Yeah, this next year I'm probably going to be depoting about 300 and something. Sorry, uh, I'll talk faster. I'll probably be depoting about 300 per month.
Wow.
More about thereof to be able to buy a deed a month.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Like I know some people when they deposit, they just put it all into hunting, and then they're all upset when they go broke. I'm like, man, why don't you just put half of it into deeds and then half of it into hunting? So that way, even if you lose all your money hunting, you're at least still going up and up in value. Makes more sense
Right.
that way.
I actually had 15 AUDs, but I ended up selling 5 of them to get the little bit of extra capital that I needed to get the first CLD that I will be getting in a few days. And a Wookiee miner and Wookiee excavator with some depth enhancers.
Nice. Yeah, that was actually one of the mining tricks that I wanted to try. I don't think I finished the trick completely, but that's what I was working on. Where is it? Yeah, because I heard that they changed the enhancers, so the enhancers work differently. So I was like, wow, maybe it'll actually work better. Where is it? Ah, here it is. So what I did is I got the rookie Terramaster, and this thing
Yeah,
it drops probes that are so cheap. Whereas it probe use
yeah.
1 or 2, and then you can
One,
unlock
two,
the
or three
slots.
for each.
So I
Yeah,
was
I
thinking, can you
got
imagine if you took like
uh
depth enhancers and put it in each of these slots? If you got it like 3 or 4 slots with depth enhancers, it might actually profit. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm hoping.
I don't know.
Let's check. Like
Uh,
the rookie Terramaster, in order to like tier it up, look how much it sells for. It's selling for 200 at tier 2. Tier 1, it's
yeah.
selling for over 200 or about 150.
So basically just saying, you know what, it's not worth it to keep it at this point, I sunk too much in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A lot of people that use it for a while might quit the game and then just sell it. Tier
Yeah.
3, they've got 200, and no one's even made it to Tier 4 yet. And I know
Oh no,
why.
I know someone who has a tier 4 Terra Master that he let me
Oh,
borrow.
they just haven't sold it on auction yet.
No, and he's not going to sell it on auction. He's probably gonna end up tearing it up to tier 10.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I want to do too. But I don't know if it's really worth it. All right, so we got
Uh,
some more comments from Sendo Max, or Sendo Beta Max. He says he wants to get the Genesis Arc Spark Unlimited. I haven't even heard of that. Is that a gun? And he used to have 22 CLDs, but he sold them for 2,500 each and got the money out. But he actually regrets it. Yeah, I hear you about that. But the amount of CLDs that I ever got up to was 30, and I bought them all for about like 8 to 900 ped each. So then when I sold them for 2,000 each, I was like, wow, the money's amazing. But then when I stopped getting the income every month, I was like, shit, man, I miss having that income. So I kind of do regret selling them.
yeah.
But yeah, once you get up to like 30 CLDs, it's fucking a sweet payout that you get every week. Man.
And the payout is consistent enough that even when it drops way down to like 3 something ped per week per deed,
Yeah.
it's still far better and more secure than most other stocks from what I've seen.
Yeah, like if I compare my savings account, like in my real life bank account, it doesn't pay anything compared to what CLDs do. CLDs probably pay out like 10 times more than my bank does. So that's
Yeah,
why it is tempting. Fuck.
the only downside is you have to withdraw at a decent rate. You have to withdraw at least 1,000 USD
Yeah.
to get that 1% rate.
No, the
Because the
biggest withdrawal that I ever did from Entropia, I think was around $9,000 Canadian. And after I withdrew it, I just regretted it. I was like, fuck, man, I should have kept the money in the game. I was having more fun with it. No, I withdrew it and then tried to buy some land to impress a girl that I knew, and she wasn't impressed at all. So I was like, fuck, I wasted the money and didn't even work in my plan. Oh well, live and learn. Lots of living, not much learning. Fuck.
um, but yeah, I think for like the past few months, I would put like 100 to 150 USD into buying some stock. I think the last stock that I bought was a stock called OPP. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
ticker. I think it has like a 12 point something percent monthly dividend. Not that it pays 12 point something percent per month. Over the course of a year, it pays 12 point something,
wow,
but it
yeah,
pays monthly. So
wow. Yeah, I've been tempting to try stocks. I was tempted to try cryptocurrency once too. I was actually going to try BetFury, but BetFury's been having some legal issues the past week or two, so I'm staying clear of that now. It's kind of a shame because BetFury was actually part of Entropia Partners for a while there too, so I don't know what's happened with them. It kind of sucks.
um, if you end up wanting to uh buy stock,
Yeah,
I this is my personal suggestion. This is what I would do.
yeah. No professional
This is
stock
not
advice.
right. I would put it into Entropia, yeah, put it into CLDs, buy as many as I can. Whatever I couldn't buy with the leftover money, buy AUDs,
Yeah,
put them on, fly to the planet that I go to the least, and put them in storage there.
yeah,
So that way you really have to go out of your way to say, is it really worth it to go out of my way,
yeah.
fly to that planet, fly back to Calypso, to sell them? Is it really worth it?
Yeah, you got to use laziness to your advantage sometimes. It gives you extra
Yeah,
willpower, right? Now that's how I quit smoking cigarettes one time. I was like so addicted to smoking cigarettes and I wanted to quit and I wanted to quit. And then I was like, man, I just won't go to the store and buy them. So every time I need a cigarette, I'm just so lazy. I'm like, I'll just stay home. I'm not going to actually go to the store and buy them. And it actually worked and helped me quit. Thank God.
That's nice.
Yeah. That's why you got to try
Um,
to find a bright side to every disadvantage. If you're lazy, try to use it to your advantage.
yeah.
Man, oh man. No, so that's a good plan. I think that that's maybe what I'll do in the future is I'll save up and try to get more deeds, put them on a planet far away so that I don't get tempted to sell them. It's a good idea. Yeah, that's actually
But you can
Sendo
still
says
get the deed payouts as long as you own them, even
yeah,
if
that's
they're
what I
not in your
figure.
inventory.
You don't actually have to carry them in your inventory. That's right. Yeah, that's how Sendo said he quit smoking too. He still smokes when someone offers him a cigarette, but as long as he doesn't buy them, he won't get addicted to it. Yeah, it's a good way. I know it's a little bit of a cheap way to smoke, but yeah. No, for me, I usually start smoking cigarettes when I get into a really bad rut. Like the one time I got a concussion really bad and I was just staying home all the time. So I was like, fuck it, man, I'm going to start smoking. And the other time is when I quit smoking weed and I was like, oh, I need something to smoke to an alternative. And then I started smoking cigarettes again. But man, cigarettes give me such a bad headache that I really got to quit it or I'll just get migraines all the time. It's a horrible habit.
With my bipolar depression and autism,
Yeah,
I was on the wrong bipolar depression medicine, which caused me to have a constant low grade depression.
brutal.
And I was on that for, I think, over 10 years.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I'm glad to
what,
hear you're doing better now. That's good.
yeah, I actually, one of my doctors suggested that I get this test done where they check the DNA against different types of uh, chemical formulas and see which ones work well with it, which ones don't work well, which ones have slight uh, positive, which ones have horrible side effects.
Yeah.
So I forget the name of the test, but it really helped.
Yeah, that's good
I
news.
was on Latuda, but now I'm on Vraylar.
Wow. Yeah, I remember the
And
first time that I ever got depression is when I was doing the same job for like 9 years, and then my body just wasn't reacting well to it anymore. I just started to like break down into tears for no reason. I was like, what the hell's going on? So then I actually quit the job and started traveling, and the depression went away. So I was like, wow, that was close. And the other time is when I got hurt bad at work. Then I was like at home for too long, started to get depression, and eventually it went away. Oh yeah, and then the other time was a bad breakup with a girl, just like some girl I met and fell in love with her like really badly. And then I was like depressed for like almost a year, but finally it went away. Thank God. Yeah, depression sucks. It's always nice when you can get out of it, that's for sure. So if anyone is going through depression, try to remember, in a lot of cases it's a temporary thing. You just got to try to find a way to get out of it.
yeah,
Man.
though if it's medically induced depression, maybe try talking to your doctors and seeing if you can try a different one or have a test done to see if what you're on is the right one for you.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It's almost like the human body has it kind of uses depression to tell you that something's wrong. So it's like if that something's wrong, if you can figure out what it is, then you can manage to cure the depression. Not to offer medical advice, but it's
Yeah.
almost like if you keep doing the same thing, and then that's almost what makes the depression worse because you're not changing anything. So you're never going to find out what's causing it. It's fucked up. Yeah, I couldn't focus at all anymore too. I was like at work at the point where it's like I wasn't even doing anything that would make me sad. I would just break down. I was like, "Holy fuck, man. I got to try to find out what's causing this." And it was just I think I was doing the same thing for too long. It's like your body seems to want to do different stuff sometimes. You got to just not get stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again as we sweat.
Well, with the constant low-grade depression, that was just my norm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I
can
would
understand.
constantly break out into laughter or to have manic episodes. So
Wow.
the depression gets amplified with the massive mood swings.
Wow.
So it could swing from rage to crying to laughing,
Yeah.
back to crying, then back to laughing, then rage, and whatever order the body said. But
Yeah.
we're gonna try this time.
No, I've actually seen a lot of people go through. Yeah, even the rage thing too. When I had my concussion, that was one of the things that I started to get too. I was like, holy shit! Now I can see why the people that get a lot of bad concussions, they can get that. It's hard to go through. I remember too. Every time I would hear a dog bark, it would just make my concussion symptoms so much worse that I would be like so mad at the dog that I was like ready to yell at it, be like, "Shut up! Stop barking!" And now it's like if a dog barks, it doesn't bother me anymore. Thank God.
Well, with my autism, and Asperger's,
Yeah.
it makes I'm really susceptible to loud sounds.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah, and I get startled very easily, which throws my herniated disc out of place.
Ooh, shit, in your
Yes,
back, yeah?
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I've
And
actually
I'm
got.
not trying to say this to get any sort of sympathy out of you or anything
Yeah.
like that.
No, I can relate to it. Man, I've actually
Just
had a
meant it.
herniated disc before, and it's like a fucking nightmare. It's like I had one that was so bad that it was like all my nerves and my whole body would feel like they'd fire. So I'd be like, oh fuck. As soon as I get a pinch going, it was like my whole body would just feel like it was fucked. Man, it was.
I
Man,
I
I ended up getting scoliosis in 3 parts in my back too. But at least I managed to overcome it. I just never gave up and kept trying to exercise, made sure that things at least were going in one direction better. And eventually I got my back strong enough that it wasn't so bad anymore.
That's nice. Speaking of exercise, I tried to go for a walk with mom, for my long walk with mom every day, but with
Yeah.
it raining so much where I live and
Yeah, which part of the world do you live in?
Florida.
Oh, Florida. Fuck, man, lucky. No, my whole life I wanted to see the ocean one day, and I still haven't seen it yet. And then every time I talk to people that live near the ocean, I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. Yeah. Yeah, but it rains a lot in Florida. I never even knew that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was only hurricanes, and then other than that, you had nice weather.
Oh no. There's constant days where it's like overcast. Looks like it's gonna rain any second, then never does.
Wow.
And the next day, it's mostly sunny, very light clouds, and then it starts pouring.
Holy.
So like, do I go out? Do I stay in?
Yeah. No, the
So
weird
I
one
find,
that the one that actually helped my back the most was just doing sit-ups, and sit-ups were like doing nothing and nothing and nothing, but then I tried doing them every day for like 2 years, and then eventually it fixed my back. It was a very slow process, but eventually it worked. I was actually convinced that sit-ups was never going to help, but yeah, about 2 years in, it actually started to help.
nice.
Yeah, and it was weird too. When I first started doing sit-ups, I could only do like maybe 10. Then I was able to do 30. Then I was able to do 100, and then eventually I worked up to like 300 a day. And then that's when all of a sudden my back was like, "Hey, this is working." It's like, fuck. It took so many months and years, but what I used to do is wear the weight belt. Have you ever tried wearing those to make sure that your back stays more stable? And it's like wearing that weight belt was okay, but it just wasn't as good as the sit-ups. It was almost like an artificial cure. Whereas if you actually get your stomach muscles stronger, it seems to make such a big difference. It's weird. Actually, have you ever heard of that comedian? What's his name? Kevin Hart. He's like a black
I
guy. He's in I I think he was in the NBA All-Star game for the celebrities a few times. Well, anyways, he's a funny comedian. He's a funny movie star, and he ended up breaking his back in like a really bad car accident. And his doctor said the only thing that saved his life was that he had really strong stomach muscles. Like he had done
Wow.
sit-ups so many times that he had like a really strong core, so that his body, his muscles were able to hold his spine together until they got him to the hospital and were able to brace it and stuff. So they said if he
Wow.
didn't have a strong stomach, he would have died. I was like, wow. It's like you can never underestimate your stomach, how fucking amazing it can do. All right, so Sendo says he's got to go. Yeah, I know I got to go too. Actually, we're getting close to the 3 hour mark. Yeah, so I appreciate all you guys staying, and oh, we made it up to 5 likes for today's episode. It's fucking sweet. All right, so yeah, I'll try to
Yeah,
give you a
6.
yeah, I'll try to get a hold of you again sometime. Maybe we can do another Entropia chat, get catched up,
Okay.
see what you've been up to. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing all the information about the beautician stuff too. That was really epic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did you have a YouTube channel that you're trying to promote or any websites at
No,
all or?
not really.
Oh, okay.
I mainly trying to skill up my character and beautician before I start really trying to promote that.
Nice. All right, so in the future, if you ever got any stuff that you want to promote, just let me know and I can give you a shout out on the show. Maybe even add it to the show description. Yeah, I always try to give back to everyone who's in the Entropia community. The Entropians, we stick together, right?
Well, if you're ever on Calypso when I'm there, feel free to drop by my apartment.
Oh yeah,
So,
that we can do some skilling. Yeah, that'd be fucking
yeah.
epic. I want to get some beautician skills. I think I'm at like 0. Let me check. Beautician, hairstylist. Yeah, I'm at 0. Material designer only 1. So I could get that hairstylist up a little bit maybe. Or which type of chair do you got again? I forget.
I got all 3.
Oh, you've got all
And all,
3. Holy shit.
and all 3 of this stuff.
Oh, George is in the chat. He said he wants to promote a fundraiser. He wants to do a shaving my eyebrows to raise money. I told him I'd do it if we could reach $1 million, but hey, maybe I'll lower that to 100,000 because I figure if I shave my eyebrows for like $100,000, I could just wear fake ones until they grow back. Let's hope. Oh, that'd be terrible.
But yeah, I was able to get my apartment on Treasure Island City.
All right.
Platinum
Yeah,
building.
maybe what you should do is give me the information about your apartment and put it in the Lelanders Discord so that I don't lose it. Because I'll forget, and then, yeah, my memory's really bad.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you put it in the Discord, that'll be great, and then I'll have a record of it so that I can actually look it up again when I'm on Calypso. That'd be cool.
Okay.
All right, so thanks
Yeah.
again for calling in the Discord. It was awesome to talk some Entropia. I think you're actually my first Entropia guest that I've had on the show, so on a caller. Could be wrong. I think you are.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it, man.
Okay. Nice chatting to you.
Yeah, take care. Have a good night. And yeah, try to enjoy the weather in Florida. Just remember, I'm going to be shoveling snow tomorrow, so I wish I was in your situation there. Little rain isn't too bad. All right, bye for now. Later.
Okay. Bye.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed him calling in there. Who was it? Oh, yeah, the cat's name. I keep forgetting his name. Sad Cats. Yeah, so thanks a million, Sad Cats. That was epic. No, I've been dying to do some callers with Entropia, so now that we've got one in the books, hopefully a few other people won't be so nervous to call in. And yeah, we've actually got one that worked first try, so that's a good sign. All right, so let's give a shout out to everyone in the chat before I go. Fuck, man, I gotta wake up for work in 6 hours. No! Hopefully it didn't snow too much, and if it did, I can hopefully take a nap afterward. Right, so George Washington, he joined in the chat. Oh yeah, and George, I got good news. I was adding up how much weight I lost. I think it's actually closer to 40 pounds. So I know it doesn't show because I got the beard, but maybe when I shave the beard, I'll be looking a bit skinnier. Let's hope. Or I just started off so fat it's hard to tell the difference. Yeah, because I think I was at 225 and now I'm at like 185. So that's pretty good. No, he says he wants the eyebrows shaved instead. We're working our way up there. You never know, if we get like a big fundraiser going and it's enough money, maybe I will. No, my uncle used to shave his eyebrows because he was a big WWE fan, like wrestling, and he would shave his whole body, including his eyebrows. But then he started to look like a serial killer, even though he had like Down syndrome. So there's definitely a downside to shaving your eyebrows. You got to be careful. If anyone's thinking of doing it, you may want to think twice. All right, so let's see. Naked HD, she joined, or he joined as well. Drumslav, Cheksenko. Sorry, I can't speak. Naked HD. I guess I can speak, but I can't read or pronounce. Jeffrey Dead. At least Dead. That's easy. John Madcat. Thanks again, John. And Sendo Betamax. I think Sendo Betamax was all the way in Germany, was he? Oh yeah, and he said he moved there from South America. So big shout out to those parts of the world. Fuck, man. Today was a fun episode. No, I'm going to do a shaving everything episode probably for my OnlyFans, if anyone wants to check that out. If any ladies need some weight loss help, you could probably join my OnlyFans. I heard throwing up makes you lose weight. I'm just kidding. I don't want to promote that, and I know it's a bad disorder to throw up to lose weight, so I was just joking. Alright, so let's see. Let's give everyone a shout of applause. Yeah, fucking 2.5 hour Entropia episode with a guest caller. Fuck, man, today was epic. Alright, so thanks again, everyone. Yeah, my birthday episode will probably be coming up shortly. When is it again? It's December 2nd. So yeah, that'll be this Thursday. So yeah, Thursday, I'm trying to do a big streaming day. But I found out that a whole bunch of my friends, well, not a whole bunch, like one or two, are probably coming over for my birthday. So I can't promise we'll do a whole day of streaming, but we'll try our best to, maybe after they leave, we'll just stay up all night and stream. So yeah, even later than tonight. Maybe we'll do like a 4 a.m. stream session. We'll see though. You never know. If they come over and we start doing some drinking, I might be hammered by the time the show starts. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so yeah, let's go to the fire screen. I can't even remember. Did we do the affiliate link? Let me just double check. Yeah, Society 6, Hideout, Swagbucks, GameKit, free Bitcoin. Yeah, I think we covered all those. My website, $10 off or more at the Virtual Mate Sex Machine with the coupon code LYNBS, or LYNBSN. No, just remember you follow all your regional laws for these. And just remember, we're not offering any investment advice. I know we did talk about that a few times in the show tonight. All right, so let's go to the fire screen, and then we'll finish up with the vaporizer. Right, if you happen to get any of the beautician equipment in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can help the show with a like and a share. Really appreciate it. And just make sure, never buy the products from my sponsor.
Because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone.
Oh yeah, I did give it a shout out because I already had the purple voice. Or no, it was probably from the sponsor. Oh yeah, and just to summarize, we talked about the game controls in Entropia. So if anyone's got any advice about what kind of game controls they'd like to see with the new engine, you could just put it in the chat below. That'd be awesome. I'll try to read it out for next episode. Alright, so see you everyone. Bye for now, and wish me luck shoveling tomorrow. We might be shoveling like a huge snowstorm. Let's hope not. Alright, bye. Later for now. Later. Almost forgot. Vaporizer commercial. Yeah, I'm gonna try doing that. An OnlyFans video teaching people how to shave their whole bodies, even their back. So if any guys are out there and they want to know how to shave their own back, well, I shouldn't be promoting guys, so check out my OnlyFans. Maybe I'll put that one for guys on the YouTube that's censored. And the OnlyFans version, maybe not. I gotta remember, promote OnlyFans to women. What the fuck am I doing here? Alright. Yeah, so if you want to check out my vaporizer, I appreciate that. Once we get it up to 1,000 subs for either the YouTube page or the Facebook group, I'll try to get it back on the market. Hopefully it'll sell better than last time, because I didn't sell any. Alright, bye for now. Yeah, thanks everyone. See you later.